So this is going to be an interesting stream. I don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. We're trying something new. It might be quite casual. I would hope it is. How dramatic can reading one's DNA results really be, you know? But no, there's not going to be a sleeping with Daz stream. I don't know how to market that well to not make it sound like something else, so maybe we'll leave it be. I guess, I'll do an April Fool's stream that's just this for 3 hours. Does that sound like an idea? Ah, well. Anyway, we're going to keep this music playing because there is no other sound that's going to come out of my PC today. I mean, why would it? There's no music or sound effects for reading for a DNA test. Is this my first stream? No! We've been streaming all through the weekend with some Pikmin 3 Deluxe. That was a little bonus before. This is the first official stream. It's going on the official schedule cycle where we stream 3 times a week, and this is our very first IRL slot. So on that note, hello, it is me. I am here in IRL form. This is this is me. That's all there is to see. If you haven't seen my office before, this is it. It's a tiny little office spot. I can literally reach both ends easy. If you've been a little bit in the know with me before, you might know that these lights are pretty freshly new. I've got them on a route to just constantly be cycling through the colors because I'm too colorblind to actually work out what I want all the time. I've got loads of options, but I can barely tell the difference between like that one and that one. They're identical to me. So that's just gonna be on a nice loop. Other than that, you know, there's no real other IRL-y points of this specific setup to talk about. Mic no work? Are you sure about that? Because no one else is saying it, and I can see it right there that it works. Don't do this to me. Oh, you were never minding me. It's fine then. Am I going to put my streams on the channel? Sorry for all the questions. It's all good. No, it's good to ask. It's good to get it out there. Yes, but not on the DazzReviews channel. There is a old Let's Play channel that I have that is going to have highlights of the streams, like most other streamers do on YouTube. There'll be like a edited down highlights version that'll be like between 10 and 30 minutes. That'll go on there. And then we've got a whole new channel that I have just created yesterday that I haven't uploaded on yet, so you don't need to look it up. That's just called DazzReviews' Twitch Archive, I think, or Stream Archive, or something like that. Oh, it's very dark and blue. That'll be where you can see the full unedited VODs in the future. I still need to work out a schedule for when those VODs come out, but otherwise we should be all good. Does my audio sound fine? It should do. There shouldn't really be a major issue. I've done this a handful of times with these kind of settings, and I don't think there was a problem. But let me know. Nader later, hello. Thank you for joining us. It's the 19th anniversary of Monsters Inc. and the 13th anniversary of B-Movie today. Wow. How do you know this? Oh, Joe Streams. Where do you have like it on your calendar? The B-Movie came out this day several years ago. I never knew they came out on the same day. Well, years apart, obviously. That's a strange random little trivia that I'm sure I'll remember when I try and go to bed tonight. Oh, well. Of course I make a reference to my Let's Play channel. It is still a part of my history in some form. Anyway, let's stop talking about the detaily businessy YouTube side of things. We're here for a DNA test result. I did one. No, I don't really know why I did it. I guess it was just curiosity. I didn't have a reason to do it. Also, actually, let me check one more thing. There's one potential thing I need to keep note of that could make things go kind of wrong for me. I think we're fine. Cool. I hope so. This is real life stuff. It's gonna have real life me in it, so I'm trying to hide my surname. You know, whether you know it or not, we'll keep it on the down low anyway. I don't need to dox myself and have a million... Oh, I don't know what you can do with the surname. What do people do with surnames these days? It don't matter. Let's move on to songs that are not necessarily copyrighted. Animal Crossing. Sure, let's have a peaceful time as we go through our DNA. This should be the right button to do it. My surname is Reviews, if you say so. This is my computer screen. 23andMe have this wonderful service. This is not a sponsored stream or anything, but it's, you know, they did a good service, so I'm happy with it. Where you have to spit into a little vial, and then they'll send it off, go through all the analytical data pieces, and then come back with 1 million data. Apparently I have 1,462 relatives. Where are they? I thought I had 3. I have 3 in-person family members, let alone 1,462. These are mostly very distant cousins. Now, I have gone through these DNA results before. I know them, a little bit, but I got these results 2-3 months ago. I did it in the middle of lockdown, or in the middle of quarantining myself. It was after the UK lockdown was done. So it's a little rusty. I don't remember everything. I have apparently 66 health reports. You're my relative now, Super Pikmin Gamer Ultra? Sure. I believe you. I mean, actually, do I want to say that? No, I won't. I'm not going to say that. What I was going to say, you will never know. Now, I have got, you might see up here, a million little tabs of everything. Hello? I don't have an alert box up available. There we go. Pikmin fan, thank you for the follow. I had it all wrongly layered. I have all different tabs open because if I refresh these pages, it will then reveal my surname in places. So I have to not actually click through the buttons. So my apologies, I've just got it all tabbed up at the top, but that's fine. These kind of IRL streams aren't always going to be this. It's not always going to be the Daryl show or the Daz show or whatever. I haven't entirely worked out what it's going to be yet, but this is the first thing of IRL content I can give you straight off the bat. This supposed to say Jazzby. Thank you for the follow. That sounds like actually a nice pun. Or it's Ja22B. Could be. You were going to say Obama's last name? Oh, yes, of course. That's how that works. Yeah, sure. So, the biggest main one of DNA results everyone looks for is their ancestry report. It's the percentage cacophony of where you are based from, where your history is, where your heritage comes from, what countries they are. So if this goes right, this one has my... Cool, there we go. DarylFakename.exe. That's me. Don't look me up on Facebook, because it doesn't exist. Good to know, though, I am, in fact, 100%. I'm 100% human. Or 100% existent? I guess that makes sense. Oh, I've had an update. Ooh, I haven't actually seen that before. I don't know if going before and after will change my surname, but okay. Alright then. This is going to be pretty standard. It makes sense. Look at that. I'm 94.3% European. Is that a surprise? No. It's actually going to be interesting because all the other YouTubers and people I've seen do these DNA results are from America. And like, I ain't got a single shade of the United States on this map. I'm all lovely British European. Oh, I'm not that attached to the branding of a location. But, that's me. I wasn't surprised by any of this by the means. It's more the smaller details. Like, I've got a good chunk, different shades of African in me. How would you know? I wouldn't have worked these things out. Corvin, hello. Thank you for joining us. I have no idea what I'm supposed to take from that emote, but oh well. But, anyway, let's move on. I've got to be aware. Like, I want to click on this and it will tell me all the regions, but I think it's... Oh, it's up there. Look at that. I've got it all sorted and planned. So, 64.6% British and Irish. Makes sense. Everybody I know in my family... That's not true. Everyone I know on my mum's side of the family are all pretty British. Like, we have relatives that commuted to Australia. I don't think we have any in America. So, like, we're fairly British. It's a British house. It's the what face. I see. You surprised that I'm 100% alive? Is there something you weren't expecting coming along here? Oh well, we are like the completely different, are we 007? Interesting. I mean, that makes sense. The world's a massive place, there's all types of people in it. I'm one, you're another. And then there's another 7 billion going on somewhere in between. But with that in mind, then let's look at the British and Irish part. Does it go into much more details? Oh, yes, this is what I associate with British water. I mean, I guess that's not too far off, we're in the middle of an island, aren't we? You hear that music? That's the Friends theme. I don't know how that got inside of this playlist, but apparently it did. Oh well, if the Friends was set in a bar, in like a tavern, that would be that. Sorry, I was not expecting that to hear that in my right ear. Daryl, your DNA suggests that 64.6% of your ancestry is British and Irish, which makes sense. Actually, that's a lot less than I was... Oh, no. No, it updated. It used to be 40%. It gave me an extra 20%. Never mind. It's the update that's thrown me off. Okay. The British Isles have been continuously occupied by humans for the last 11,000 years, but more recently the people of the Isles have left their genetic fingerprints around the world, following centuries of nautical exploration, colonization, and immigration. Yeah, I don't get to know much about British history. We've kind of half-censored it. Oh, look. Demonic Bioshock 2 music in the background. Oh, well. Where am I? In the early 20th century, the Republic of Ireland won its independence from the United Kingdom, but the people of these nations share a common genetic heritage rooted largely in Celtic, Anglo-Saxon, and Viking migrations from northwestern Europe. Interesting. I mean, actually, it might update. I'd love to see what my connections are to the Vikings. The Vikings did come here. They came into the city I live in now. Although I assume my ancestors didn't live here, because none of my ancestors lived here now. It's just me that commuted to university where I live. But oh well. I'm curious, actually. In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, my city that I'm in now appears in the game, which never happens. So I'm absolutely looking forward to playing that game and, like, trying to find my own house, get my own bearings, find the river that I walk down twice a day back in the middle of university times. It's good fun. Oh, it's that extra 20% that makes all the difference. Oh, you're certainly right. Absolutely. I don't know what powers it gives me, the extra 20%, but it's there, apparently. In the last 200 years, your ancestors may have lived in the following locations. We found evidence of your recent ancestry in the following regions. Darker regions represent places where you have DNA in common with more people who report ancestry from that particular region. Because these results reflect the ancestries of individuals currently in our reference database, expect to see your results change over time as that database grows. Okay, I was wondering why it updated. It's like, how did they magically find 20% more British in my spit? I don't know how the science works. That mystery fellow, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Also, hey, if you've been sticking around, it's that way. If you've been sticking around to see the last few streams over the weekend, you'll see my GIF has changed. My branding is, I have a green screen and I want to use it for everything. So now I've got a series of different me GIFs even that will be shuffled in over time. At the moment there's just one or two. There's a different one for if you subscribe and a different one for if you follow. They're the two I've made, but I'll make more over time. Similarly, the sound effect for the follow, I keep looking at myself rather than at the camera. I apologize. I'm still a bit rusty at this streaming thing. Ain't done it since yesterday. And, you know, the year before. Either way, I've also added more sound effects to these follow things. It randomly shuffles through them each time, so if you want to hear them, you better follow. I've also done the same for subscribers, so if you want to hear some better sound effects, because I put my favorite, more grander ones in the sub list, go ahead and do that. Find out. Apparently, if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub. So, do that. Get out. Find out the sound effect. Oh, that's the closest I'll do to Twitch marketing right now. I have 700 in a backlog that I wish to put on Twitch. I only got to add about 30, 50, but there'll be more as these streams continue. They're going to get more and more varied, and hopefully we hear them all, because hopefully things will pick up as we go along, and I keep advertising this through YouTube to hell and back. Anyway, back to Ancestry. I want to see what my details are. I don't remember anything other than United Kingdom, because, well, even then I only remember the London part. So, highly likely match. The United Kingdom has 165 administrative regions. God, I feel like I'm reading the Picklepedia again from Pikmin. There's such wordy words. And I'm glad I'm actually reading it nicely. And we found the strongest evidence of your ancestry in the following 10 regions. Greater London, Glasgow. Interesting. I have no relatives in Scotland that I know of. I mean, every relative I know of is either in London, maybe Bristol, and that's it. Like, other than the places I've lived. So, it's really interesting, because I don't know anyone. I just don't know my genetic history. Because that's actually a point. The history of my family, personally, goes back 2 generations, and then we don't know. My nan was, I believe, adopted, or put in maybe not an orphanage, but she was up for adoption. So she was completely severed from the relationship of at least her dad. She doesn't know who her dad is, even now, trying to find him. I don't know exactly what's going on with her mum, but it's like, it's a complete severance gap, where it's like, we've only just started this new line, knowing the history of it all. So it's very interesting. Why have we got evil Bowser battle in the background. I'm gonna skip that. It's not quite the theme when talking about my nan. Thank you very much. See you later, fellow Belgium. I'll still be streaming for a good few hours. I've got some other content planned after this DNA stuff. So you're welcome to join for that. Or we're streaming again tomorrow. A little bit more secretly, because I don't have a video coming out tomorrow to announce it. So go ahead and come see that, if you feel like it. Ah, well. After that is Greater Manchester. They're going through a bit of hell right now. Actually, we all are. We're going into Lockdown 2 Electric Boogaloo. I don't know how in the know you guys are about the UK. It's not even politics of the pandemic response, but Greater Manchester. If I still have relatives there, I'm sure they're a real happy bunch right now. Merseyside is interesting. Yeah, okay, that's the Liverpool area and a little bit more Manchester. Interesting. So I've got like a full selection on the Western Front. Tyne and where? Where's that? Newcastle. Interesting. Must be my Scottish friends. Belfast. Yeah, okay. Centre of Ireland. It's in, like, I can only ever say it's interesting because I'm never going to find these people. This goes way back, like, 1,000 years. Maybe only like 200. It definitely goes back to the 1850s, and then I think it goes beyond that to like the 1600s. So what's that? 400 years? That's pretty intense. So like, I just don't know any of this. Lancashire, do you guys know these places, or do you only know London? I know a lot of my audience is American. Do these things make sense to you? Lancashire, I don't know how to pronounce it. That's Blackpool as well. I know about Blackpool. Durham, I have trained past. I've entered it 4 times by train to go up to Edinburgh. I don't have relatives in Edinburgh, do I? Oops. What? No. What are you doing? Can you not zoom in? There we go. No one in Edinburgh. Edinburgh's the place I have been in Scotland. Interesting. And then Northumberland. More of Durham. That makes sense. Okay. Following that, there we go. Oh, Belfast Celts is United Kingdom. That makes sense. Do I have a stronger? No, I don't. I don't know what's stronger, if it's Belfast. I guess it doesn't matter to them. Kind of does to me. I want to know if Galway is stronger or if Belfast is. But I don't think it's going to tell me. I was going to say, that's not the music playing in the background. We'll see. Ireland has 26 administrative regions, and we found the strongest evidence of ancestry in the following 10. I don't know County Mayo. I eat mayo, but, and you know, I've looked at a cork once. Never really popped them out the bottle before, but, you know. I've sung a limerick, but I don't know these places. I apologise. My education didn't tell me about Donegal. Reminds me of, like, Dougal the dog from the Magic Roundabout. But, okay. We did not detect enough evidence of recent ancestry from Guernsey. Interesting. There's then some extra details about how the genetics of British and Irish people that I have to use my head to work out. Okay. Stone Age Britons were all about farming, huh? The climate began to warm and they returned to the British Isles. Interesting. The Beaker Revolution. Ancestry of ancient British and Irish people, hunter-gatherers, farmers, Beaker people. Interesting. They are, who are they then? The Bellbreaker. Instead, they derived significant ancestry related to the arrival of the Bronze Age. Interesting. Seeing how skeletons evolved over time to show their kind of careers. Interesting. You guys drink mayo? You guys consume it? That makes a little bit more sense. What did I say? Did I say eat? You eat a juice? How do I know how that works? Ah well. The Celtic Fringe. I'm not going to read all... I don't think you guys want to hear me read entire paragraphs, so I might kind of paraphrase or just look at the images. I've read these once before. I'm not a complete, you know, illiterate fool who doesn't want to read heavy, big words and fancy scientific-y stuff, but I figured to make this a little more interesting, we'll move on a little bit ahead. I don't even know if this works as good content. The later tabs especially will be interesting because it makes predictions and will predict the future and all the rest. I'm usually a little less invested than history. I did history at like GCSE level, but I'm way more interested in like the fantasy of the future and where things can go. Learning about the Tudor times and maybe caveman stuff would be interesting, but like generally history don't hit me. I don't have too much of a bother for the Celtic time or Anglo-Saxons as much as I am them, you know, in a sense. But oh well. Ketchup may or may not be a smoothie. You are technically correct. I have heard that before. All comes down to perspective, doesn't it? Lovely. Viking invasions. Hey, it's not going to tell me specifically, but I'm really interested in the Viking invasion recently because of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since, like, Assassin's Creed 2, like, 10 years ago almost now. But, man, I'm invested in this, maybe just because it shows my city and I'm a bit biased. Beginning in the late 700s, Danish and Norwegian Vikings laid siege to the shores of Britain and Ireland. There is little evidence of the Danish invasion of the DNA of modern English people, possibly because the Danes were genetically similar. Okay. However, the genetic legacy of the Norwegian Vikings is distinctive, hinting at specific patterns of intermarriage and conquest. When researchers examined the origins of male and female ancestors in the islands of the North Atlantic Ocean, they discovered a striking pattern. Places closer to Norway have similar ratios of male and female origins traced through patterns in Y chromosomes and mitochondrial DNA. Right. However, areas more distant from Norway, like Iceland, carry high levels of male Scandinavian ancestry and high levels of female British and Irish ancestry. This pattern suggests Norwegian Vikings may have travelled initially in family units, but as Viking males ventured further from their homeland, they were more likely to intermarry with, or possibly abduct, local women they met along the way. Okay, interesting. A little horrifying, but interesting. Daz is a Viking? Not quite. I think they're just talking about British history. It would be nice if there was a stat being like, you are 3% Viking. But no, not at all. Oh, I was wondering what that was. That is more ambient Bioshock music. Shall we move on? A hint music, sure. A Celtic curse. Bagpipes, intricate metalwork, and red hair are often associated with the Celtic heritage, but less familiar is the link to Celtic-like ancestry and hereditary hemochromatosis. This is the music for hemochromatosis, a condition characterized by the absorption of too much dietary iron, which can cause damage to the joints and certain organs. Today, the DNA variants associated with this condition are common in Ireland, leading to the nickname the Celtic curse. However, most evidence points to a Central or European origin of the most common variant, which was likely carried to the British Isles thousands of years ago, and further spread by medieval Viking migrations. Some scientists have proposed that C282Y variant may have protected our farming ancestors from iron deficiency diets, but the evidence for this protective role is limited. Oh, wow, and the music disappeared just as quickly to talk about that. Oh, well. Welsh connection. Cool, the older you get, the more... Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, that's pretty standard stuff. Is there more to see from this? There is. I'll get rid of the British and Irish, but I'm not going to go into it too much. I'm apparently 3% French and German, 3.7% somewhere in that region. They don't actually know the details. What is interesting is I always believed, or I'm pretty sure I believe, my dad is partially Italian. So this Southern European 22% Italian part comes out from there. There's a little bit of Italian on my mum's side too. I don't know how. It's a distant thing. It's not recent at all. My mum's side believes that we are in Sicily. From Maltese, which is like near Sicily at the very like tip of the boot on like an island over there. But they weren't too sure. I've encouraged a handful of my family members to try and take one of these DNA tests, and we can work that out. But you know, there's your little what do you call it, like small talk with the family members in the past. Very fascinating stuff. What else do we have? We have Sub-Sahara African, 3.6%, 2.8% West African, Nigerian, Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean. Interesting. Oh, that's very small. It's mostly Nigerian, 2% Nigerian. I'm never going to find out who that was, or what the circumstances were. Was it a loving relationship and a family member, or was it something a little bit more cruel and, you know, historic? I'll never know. And then the rest are very small numbers. I'm 2.2% Egyptian. Interesting. That changed. I used to be 11, or I thought I was. I'm officially 2%, or maybe they're both the same. I've never heard of 11 before this. 2% Egyptian. Interesting. That's at least now a country I know a lot more details about. I learned that a little bit in English history, or like history in English. Interesting. That's I mean, yeah, again, I don't know if that means I was one of the guys who, well, not me specifically, but an ancestor who built the pyramid, or pointed and told people to build the pyramid, or just a merchant doing their thing, selling spice or whatever was the thing at the time, and just being a normal dude. You know, could just be a random farmer or a book guy. I was gonna say an alchemist, which I guess a chemist is a real thing that exists, but that's more of a fantasy, magical land. Updated 16th of October. That was not when I got the thing to... Oh! No, it wasn't. Interesting. Interesting. Hearing that new little Egyptian thing's kind of thrown me off. Okay. Right, I gotta move off this page. This is the worst place I could... Oh, no, wait, no, I can't. There's more down here that I can show off. This is the really interesting stuff. Your ancestry timeline. How many generations ago was your most recent ancestor for each population? That doesn't sound that cool, but when I show you this, it looks a bit more interesting. It can dictate and predict, or not predict, tell you where your ancestors were in certain decades. Like where they're from, which is really interesting because I would have assumed this would be 1970 to 1730, 8 generations, I guess, 8 generations. I was imagining all of that would be British, maybe, or maybe a little bit of, and then Italian on the other side. You always hear, oh, I'm half this and half that. You know, you always think, okay, 2 things, 2 brands, 2 countries, that's it. But this is not the case, which is really, really interesting. Do the Egyptian dance. I don't know if that's a cultural appropriation or not. I don't need to. I'm only 2%. There you go. I started moving into the pose and then didn't. That's 2% of the dance. So, only since 1940 have I had... you see that at the bottom? Yeah, you can. Right down here. Only since 1940 was we British. Was we? You most likely had a parent or grandparent who was 100% British and Irish. This person was likely born between 1940 and 1970. Interesting. 1970 is the year my mum was born. So pretty much on the nose, this is covering my nan and granddad. One of them. Don't I have 2? Don't I have... Oh, interesting. Either way, that's a thought. So, like, during... My granddad was born 19... He was like 1940, I think. That's literally my granddad's... Oh, and to my mom, yeah. My nan was born 1945. She was born just as the war finished. A real boomer, a real baby boomer. And then my granddad was like 5 years old during it. So where they were before, I have no idea. Did they have family in the war on our side? Like they could be French or something. And then it's like they kind of are on our side. You know, they're one of the allies. They're just not the British army. That's really interesting. A fun thing to work out is what percentage Neanderthal you are, as most Northern Europeans are descendants of them. Yes, I have a whole Neanderthal part that I skipped over. It's in like another tab that I didn't open. Actually, I might be able to find it on the homepage here. And hope it doesn't reveal too much of my stuff. There's a Neanderthal section somewhere. No? Oh, I guess it randomly chooses on this section. Oh, well. It wasn't that interesting. I have like a tiny... It was like, you have more Neanderthalian DNA than this percentage of people. And it was like 3% of people. So I'm very low on the Neanderthal percentage. So that's not very interesting. And then it just gives you a generic spiel of what the Neanderthals had, basically. Moving on from that, before the 1940s, again, just 1 bar. I would expect this to be 2, you know? Granddad, grandma... great-granddad, great-nan, great-granddad, great... You know, that should be 4 people being represented in Italy. Maybe they're all Italian. I guess that makes sense if my mum thinks they're Maltese and my dad is pretty Italian. I guess that makes sense. From 1880 to 1940. I can't even fathom that. 60 years. Longer, more time spent in Italy than in Britain. Interesting. 60 years in Italy. And then before that, to a time I can't even really process between... Oh, it's split. No, it's not. There's a gap. There's a gap from... I thought this was actually... I think originally, before it updated, it was just a little bit of, like, desynced. But apparently, no. Just 1850 to 1880. No idea what's going on there. For all... 8 people that it should follow. All of 4 grandparents' parents. All 8 of the parents of my 4 grandparents. And then before that. Interesting. And then from 1850 to all the way to 1760. Does it not go? Oh, there's the gap. There's the split I'm thinking of. We have the African. Although, no, never mind. I was looking for. Oh, there it is. Egyptian's long. Okay. Ghanaian, Liberian, Syrian, Leonian. Strange words. It's interesting to see, you know, other languages kind of come out from this. Anyway, like French and German, I've said that a million times. I know how that's said. Sierra Leonean sounds like sounds like poetry in the mouth. Nigerian all the way to 1760, and then Angolan and Congolese, Egyptian way back to 1730. You most likely had a third great-grandparent, so a great-great-great-grandparent, or a great-great-great-great-grandparent, or fifth, or sixth, or seventh, okay, or greater grandparent who was 100% Egyptian. This person was likely born between 1730 and 1850, which is quite a leeway of time considering that's 120 years. And, you know, that's not the life expectancy. Even now, 120 years ain't really being hit all that much. That's fascinating, though. Hello, someone chose to be Goldine in here. Great chin, thank you for the follow. Learning all about me and my DNA. I actually am learning things now because it's updated since I last saw it 2 months ago. And then, yeah, how much did you get? I'll have to order for a family member. Sure. You just want more money, 23andMe. Here's the fun one. Health predisposition. I'm a little worried about that one. Slightly. I mean, actually, it turns out, I click into this in my surname, so I won't. Apparently, if you are European, or especially British, this is pretty much everywhere. If you're European, late onset Alzheimer's disease, kind of probably a thing in your genetics, which is kind of sucks. They have all sorts of suggestions on how to stop it, like it's be healthy, you know, eat good food, be active, and be mentally active, which I think I very much am. I live my life like a Pikmin game. I have a million things on every day's to-do list to do a million things, you know. I live by to-do lists. I'm always working on something. YouTube certainly keeps my brain going, so I feel pretty safe, but still, I had a little bit of a when I first saw slightly increased risk. But then you also have to, like, read a thing where it's like, by the way, this ain't a diagnosis, don't panic, this is just a DNA potentiality. So that's fun. If this does end up being my future, I'm sure someone will dig up this ancient old VOD somewhere and be like, wow, look, there he is at the youthful age of 24 talking about his demise. Fun. Also, I have a more than slightly increased likelihood for type 2 diabetes, which doesn't surprise me. That is a thing in the family. Again, though, they say you're fine. You know, don't eat too much sugar. Be healthy. Most of these come to be healthy. And then these two... Hello, Mike Shu. Hope you're enjoying the conversation about mortality a little bit. Yeah, we're getting a little bit more somber. Chapter 6 from Mother's 3 Music, sure. These two are things that I don't have an increased risk of, but something or other is just, yeah, it's just a thing I own, I guess. I'm a carrier, maybe? Or like I can pass it on to children. Oh well. There's all sorts of other things that are probably a lot more scary that I could be worried about, like chronic kidney disease, but I'm fine. One day, this might update and be like, oh, by the way, no, you have a hereditary thrombophilia. But that means I'm into something, like I'm really obsessed with something, so probably not, but you never know. Well, I guess I could be like aquatic, like a chemical that's attracted. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I need to sneeze first. Never mind. Ugh. That last one you're good with? What, Parkinson's disease? Yeah, that could pop up. But I mean, it's also kind of interesting that this can pop up now, because you can take the steps to solve it and fix it a little bit, which is very, very cool. In that, you know, you can, if you're aware that it's happening, or it is a potential, you can make the preparations to avoid it, and technically be healthier than everyone around you. The Pizza 34, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Talking the moralities of issues in the future. Butterstick, hello! Why is everyone coming in now? I appreciate it. Where'd you all come from? What's your source of route to get here? Is it from the links I've posted on YouTube? The links I've posted on Twitter? Has someone just advertised me on Twitch? I mean, it's only an extra couple of followers or 3, but still, I'm curious to know, where'd you come from? It's cool to hear where everyone's origins are from. Just as I'm going through my own personal biological origins here. But no, I was very much... This might have been one of the main reasons I actually wanted to do this, was to find out if I've got anything like this. Because I knew of someone who'd also done this, and they found a significant increased risk in something. I don't remember what it was. It was some type of kind of cancer. And now the doctor knows of this and has set them up on a routine checkup. That means that they are now way safer with these precautions in mind than they were completely oblivious with no symptoms for another 40 years. It means they will catch it for certain way earlier than it needs to do any kind of damage, and hopefully save his life. Well, I don't know, it's only a possibility still, but it makes all of the steps way easier to go in your favor. So maybe that's why I'm all the way into this. You're showing up in my homepage recommended? Well, that's cool. I appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks, Twitch. Algorithm likes me a little bit. That's grand. Maybe it's because I was playing Pikmin earlier and you're a fan. I don't know. Who knows? Mike Shu. Yeah, no, that was you who said you saw the homepage. Thanks. Butterstick from my recent video. Fair enough. Marketing at its best. Or, tempting to market. Anyway. The day has finally come and I'm late. Yes, nice one, OD Jake. But nice to see you're here anyway. We do not need ambient Fallout music. Nabnut's house from Banjo-Kazooie? Sure. Or some weird flower. Thank you for the raid. You kind of blew out my ear there. I haven't sorted out the sound effects on that one, so I think that's always going to be a bit of a car horny whistle. But thanks, I appreciate it. Or was that Louise? Sounded kind of... it doesn't matter. Thank you for the raid anyway. Right. Here's the next... Oh, this is a very unappealing tab. This is the carrier status that I was talking about a little bit earlier that I thought I'd already looked at. Oops. There's a million things you can control in your DNA. Kind of scary. Cystic fibrosis? I know a guy with that. Looks kind of scary. Well, it doesn't look it from the outside, but still, what's hereditary fructose intolerant? Actually, okay, that one makes a lot of sense. But what's limb-girdle muscular dystrophy type 2E? I've no idea. Do I want it? Probably not. Or even to carry it. Nijmegen breakage syndrome. Sounds like when you break your bones very easily. Possibly. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Sjogren-Larsen syndrome. Not a fan. Thankfully, none of these I have. Especially Zellweger syndrome spectrum PEX1-related. There's a lot of... I don't think I recognize any of these words properly. Hearing loss. Sure. Maple syrup urine disease. Oh, that's a serious kidney problem, I think that guy's got. So yeah, not a thing I need to deal with, which is very nice. I am a relatively healthy human being. I actually live quite a healthy, active life, as much as I joke about not being active, because everyone does. And I'm certainly not during quarantine and lockdowns, but I'm pretty healthy relatively. Don't have to worry about blooming, Chef Wombat, thank you for the follow. Now... We've kind of burnt through all of these tabs very quickly, but these last two really take up a lot of time because this is where all of its predictions all come in all at once, which is interesting. Yes. Syrup piss. Thank you for that description, Nata later. I was trying to be a little quaint about it, I mean, actually, it could be a really serious disease, and it could lead to something way more intellectually important. Maybe it's not just maple syrup in the urine. Maybe they just can't pass it. Or maybe it's incredibly lethal. We probably shouldn't joke about it, especially if I'm publicizing this on the internet. But thank you for that description anyway. Gave me a smile. Right, wellness. Oh, actually, this is quite short. It's the traits that are especially long, I remember. Basically, it predicts a bunch of things, and it's interesting because they got things fairly right. Alcohol flush reaction. I don't flush. My face doesn't do that. Didn't think it was a DNA thing, but apparently it was. There's the caffeine consumption. I'm likely to consume more, which I've only recently gotten into. I did it, I don't know, like a few months back, just to I don't know why I did it. I think I just randomly was given a really nice cold coffee. I don't like warm coffee. I guess I like it the American way. In Britain, everyone has a kettle in the house. They have tea, they have coffee, and it's always boiling hot water that my tongue can't handle, and I have to wait 2 hours for it to be cool enough, and by then it's stone cold. It doesn't agree with me. But cold caffeine, like iced coffee, or in a little Starbucks cup. Do I have one in here at the moment? I didn't do the other stream. That's my kind of jam. So yes, I'm gonna get a coffee addiction soon just because of those alone. Now, Deep sleep's the next one that pops up. I'm unsure about that. I don't sleep too well, especially lately. I'm not sure. I used to sleep really quickly, really deeply, but I feel like I wake up really easily now. So, yeah. I am predisposed to weigh less than average, which is interesting. I do find it easy to maintain my weight. You know, I can eat McDonald's and pizza all day, and I don't seem to gain much weight. And then when I do need to lose it, and when I need to, like, bulk up, give me 3 weeks, and I'll be, like, triangular again. Like, I don't know, I just have a lot of metabolism in me. Can't wait for that to disappear underneath me and completely swipe me off my feet. That'll be fun. It'll happen one day, I'm sure. Everyone ages, it's a thing that happens, but I don't have it yet, so... You move like 10 kilometers in your sleep? Beaver dude. Intense. Lactose intolerance? I'm likely intolerant. Not true. I could eat milk all day. Not a problem with me. Maybe, I think you get more intolerant as you age, though, was a thing I read. So, one day, I have the muscle composition of elite power athletes. I don't know if that actually means I've got such good muscles that I should be an athlete. I think it's more, you're either an elite power athlete or an elite long-term athlete. If you can sprint or if you can run a marathon. Which is funny because I wanted to be a sprinter when I was a kid. I really liked running fast. I was a real Sonic fan, basically. But I couldn't because I have eczema all over my skin. Even now, I've almost finished up. I don't know if you can hear that. That's my girlfriend in a horror stream, so she might be screaming in the background. Oh well, I can hear it. Maybe you can't. The music will especially block it out. But I have eczema quite badly on my wrist at the moment. That should hopefully be pretty much the last of it. I've also got it on my elbows. But as a kid, I had it everywhere. I had a really extreme version of eczema. So when I sprinted, especially in like sports day, which takes place in the middle of summer, I'd be sweating. And the sweat would get into my scabs. And the heat would make me more itchy. And I couldn't sprint after a while because I just couldn't run without my legs feeling like they were, well, they weren't on fire, but they needed to be scratched so badly that I just couldn't run in them anymore. I had to just drop down on the floor and peel my skin off slowly with my fingernails. Lovely, lovely stuff. Nowadays I can run again. I don't have scabs on my legs anymore, but I'm more into long-term marathon running. That's probably because I take things more chill and slower, and I feel like a marathon's more effective than a 100-meter sprint. But you know, interesting. You're as slow as a turtle, Jake. Understandable. That's probably the norm. Did I say eat milk earlier? Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that. I could eat milk all day, even if it. I mean, it's apparently fine to eat moldy milk if it's in chunks. I probably couldn't eat chunks of milk, but you know, if it's in water form, I could eat it all day. Yeah. Saturated fat and weight, likely similar weight. I don't really know what that means. Normal. And then sleep movement, likely more than average movement. Interesting. I wouldn't know this because I'm usually unconscious when I'm sleeping. In fact, I'm always unconscious when I'm sleeping. I don't get paralysis demons in the middle of my sleep. So, and even then, it's paralysis, so I wouldn't move. But good to know that I am genetically predisposed to move. Maybe that's how I lose all my weight, when I could eat McDonald's and not have a problem with it. I lose it all in my sleep. Traits is the really interesting one to me because this tells you a million things that I guess make sense genetically, but some of them aren't. So, back hair. I may have a lot of hair on my head right now because I haven't had a haircut in 9 months and I've grown a beard to look more older, but everything else about me, pretty bare. So, back hair, I have no or little back hair, and it predicted that correctly. 71% chance. I guess it is all statistics, so it could technically be the wrong side and still be correct, but you get the idea. Don't eat moldy milk, please. I don't plan to, don't worry. Bald spot. There's an 87% chance I don't have a bald spot. That's pretty good, because I'm 24. I don't want a bald spot anytime soon. Cheek dimples, 58% chance you do not have dimples. You wouldn't even be able to see them anyway. My moustache blocks it the way, but I don't think I do. Cleft chin. I do not have... Again, you can't see it. I've perfectly hidden it to hide the fact that I don't have a very well-defined chin. But I don't have a cleft chin either. 62% chance you have had dandruff. Dandruff, even. Yes, kind of. It's weird. When I was a teenager, I had incredibly greasy hair that I'd have to shower every 2 days. Otherwise, it feels like an egg's on my head. Lovely stuff. puberty's a bit of a pain. I mean, my voice didn't break till I was 20, so, you know, that's how puberty decided to treat me. But yeah, recently, it's all dried up, no more grease, just dandruff instead, which is lovely. Every time I try and shoot a green screen with black clothing on, it will stick up and on this footage, and I'm like, oh, please stop. But the alternative is I shower on the day, or like just before a stream, before a video, and then I'm all fluffy haired, which doesn't always fit the theme of the video, you know, so it's a whole little thing. 83% chance you have detached earlobes. I do. You know what detached earlobes are? You can either have a little piece of skin underneath that just sort of exists to be pierced, I guess, or you don't. I didn't actually realize that there were two different earlobes until like I was 19. It was a very late bloomer thing to learn, but there you go. Early hair loss. I'm a big fan of this. 74% chance you will not experience hair loss or thinning before age 40. That's fantastic. I get to keep my wonderful locks of hair. Maybe not the mullet that I've got going on at the moment, but I get to keep my hair. That's fantastic. I also, like, I didn't know how much hair I was going to lose when I get older, because all the men in my family, for a start, most of them I don't know. I haven't really seen them. But the ones I do know voluntarily shave their heads. They don't like hair for some reason. I don't know, maybe they don't like having birds' nests on their heads. Or it's because they have started balding and they'd rather just shave it all off to look normal than to look extra elderly. I don't know the exact reason, but I never knew how my hair's going to do because everyone around me was bald. So, good to know that was sorted. You'll sound like a 10-year-old even when you're 40? Possibly. You never know. I don't know. I was worried I was going to be like that, but I miraculously turned out okay. Just about. Earwax type. 93% chance you have wet, sticky earwax. Yep. Lovely. Eye color, they got wrong, because I guess statistics don't go in my favor here. I have a 52% chance of blue eyes, which is nice. I like blue eyes. I think they're very pretty. But not what I got. I have a 21% chance of greenish blue eyes. That, I think, is the one that I've got. Or it could be chance of 70% chance of green eyes. My eyes change color in the sun. I think they go blue in the sun or something. I don't know. Which this makes sense as well, because like the way eye color genetics work between parents, it would be 50-50 chance of blue, and then in that blue segment would be a chance of green, basically. My mum has hazel eyes, and I don't know, probably my dad's brown. I don't know. Either way, the way it lines up is something like that. Okay. Hello, CJ Devon the Idiot. Thank you for the host. I don't need to say all of your name. I'm sorry, I keep accidentally calling you the idiot, but, you know, in your name, so. Just checking in. Here's my DNA results. Here's some statistics. You want to hear about my earwax? There it is. Out for the world to see. Ain't that lovely? Finger length ratio. 77% chance your ring finger is longer than your index finger. Yeah. Looks about right to me. This is my index, this is my fourth. I always call it my forefinger from piano days. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing before, but apparently it is. It has something to do with, I think I read at one point or heard that it has to do with the amount of testosterone or estrogen you are exposed to while in the womb or something, and it has some sort of genetic leaning to some type of personality trait or something, but I don't know. Freckles, 63% chance you have few, if any, freckles. That's pretty good on me. None. And then hair photo bleaching. Again, same with my eyes. My hair changes color. It goes nice and light brown in the sun. That's about it. I figured maybe all hair did that, but I guess not. Hair texture. This one's interesting. 42% chance slightly wavy hair. That's me to a T. It's going curly, which is really fun because my mum has loose curly hair and my nan has tight curly hair, and my uncle, before he shaved it all, also had fairly tight curly hair. It seems over the generations we're becoming looser and looser, so now I'm wavy, but since not getting a haircut, it's curling. If you look at any old videos of me in green screens this year, it's curling in all sorts of directions, so there you are. I don't want to hear Sky Kid twice, so we'll move on. Let's not drown. Sure? That's a bit dramatic. There we go. Sonic Adventure's good. Sonic Advance, even. Excuse me. Light or dark hair. 52% chance of dark brown hair. That's me. I think I was born, or when I was a really young kid, I had like red hair, which was interesting. Hey, Chef Wombat, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. It says joins the Pikmin army. I haven't updated that, but oh well. I appreciate it. If anyone else wants to do the same, feel free. Apparently, with Prime, you get 1 free sub. Is that right, Chef Wombat? Do you know what's going on? It's just something I heard another streamer say once, and so I wanna. If that's a thing, it's all cool by me. This is the highest amount of subs I've ever had, I think. 9! So that's pretty rad. That, gonna pay no bills. I keep saying this every time I get a sub, but I appreciate it anyway. Helps me out in some way. Magic Toast! Hello! Thank you for the follow. How is the experience so far, or have you only just popped up? Where did you come from? What are your origins? Let us know. Really enjoy your reviews. Happy to see you return to Twitch. Thank you very much, Chef Wombat. Yeah, definitely sticking up with the Twitch thing for a while. I'm enjoying it. It's a bit worrying to show off my real like DNA results. It's very kind of personal, but I've got loads of streams planned in the future that I do enjoy coming up with and doing soon. So hopefully it'll be a fun time for all of us. Newborn hair. 82% chance you had little or no hair at birth. I don't think that's true. I think I was quite a hairy baby. Not crazy. I didn't have like a full set of hair, but I was pretty. I don't know. Red hair, 90% chance you do not have red hair, but I had some kind of like dirty blonde hair as a baby kid. 39% chance of light beige skin. Yeah, I think that's me. I always call it Italian skin tone. You're not going to be able to tell now because of the neon lighting, but there it is. And 66% chance you do not have stretch marks. I technically do on my lower back because of how I grew. Or maybe it's because I always slouch in front of a computer from like age 10. But oh well. Toe ratio? Chance you have a longer second toe? I don't remember this. I don't think that's right. Oh, it's 50-50 anyway. Unibrow? I have a little bit of a unibrow. Not true. Don't look at it. It's actually not true. And I do not have a widow's peak. And that's the end of our traits. I could go into the full report about what freckles are all about, but I don't think it's that interesting. Oh, I've got a few more though. Taste and smell. Asparagus odor detection, I can smell. There's a 1 in 4 chance you can smell it, so I can. Threaded the needle there. I likely can taste bitter. Yeah, I like it, sure. A slightly higher odds of disliking cilantro. Never had it. And definitely more likely to prefer chocolate over vanilla ice cream. I love chocolate on everything. If I get to choose a chocolate ice cream flavor with 3 different scoops, I go chocolate, chocolate, and chocolate. Vanilla, not my thing. Banana, no thank you. Oreo mint, no. Chocolate all the way. And then prefer salty over sweet, yes, which I imagine is probably good for my diabetes type 2 predisposition. I think that sounds good to me. And final thing, the weird and the wonderful. I have the ability to match musical pitch. Yeah, I can do that. Bunions, less likely to have had a bunion. Don't know what that is, but sure. Yeah, I don't know. Fear of heights, less likely to be afraid of heights. Yeah, not really bothered. Fear of public speaking's interesting. About a 50-50 chance of having a fear of public speaking. I did get stage fright pretty badly as a kid, and then just the act of being forced to do theatre shows kicked it out of me. And YouTube helped too, I think. Maybe my first video I seemed a little worried and scared, but I got over it pretty quick. So I've had a real story arc flipping that character trait. But if I had to actually stand in front of like a convention booth, or actually stand at a stadium like a politician at a pedestal, maybe that would scare me. I have to find out. See if that experience will make me shiver in my boots. Probably. Seems pretty intimidating. Who knows? Flat feet, more likely than average to have flat feet. No. Hair thickness, less likely to have thick hair. Also wrong. I have very thick hair. It's every time I go to the hairdresser, they're always like, "Oh, you have wonderful thick hair," and I'm like, "Yes, please take it off. It weighs a ton." But oh well. Misophonia, average odds of hating chewing sounds. Yeah, not too bothered. Mosquito bite frequency, less bitten as often as others. Hello, Chef Wombat. You're giving us everything. Thank you for the host. You've activated a sound effect from cell damage. I haven't sorted out the GIF for that little animation for hosting either. I've only done follows and subscribers, and even then I need to add more sound effects. But I appreciate it anyway. You got a cell damage sound effect that's nostalgic to me, at least. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the game, but I am. Tiger, hello. Thank you for joining us. How did you get here? What's your source of roots to get here? I'm curious to know. Do you know me from the YouTubes, the Twitters? You just pop in and you've seen my name and worked it out? What's going on? No, don't mind me. And then motion sickness, less likely to experience motion sickness. I did as a kid and don't anymore. I probably will again when I get a VR headset, but that's a thing for the future me to deal with. Likely no photic sneeze response, which a reflex, which I think is where you sneeze if you look up at a bright light. I don't really get it. And then wake up time, likely to wake up around 8:30. I kind of do, kind of don't. I don't know. I haven't woken up on my own terms in a long time. When I lived with my mum, we woke up at 7, half 6. And now, with my laxer lifestyle of I can get a lie-in because I work my own hours, I wake up at half 9, 10ish. But if I lived alone and had my own schedule, maybe I would hop to 8:30. I have no idea. But with that, that is everything there is to see about me and my character traits. That is my DNA results. I thought it was really interesting to see. Thankfully, it doesn't lead into anything too massive in that, like, you know, I don't have any major issues I need to, be blinded by. Can we sort that out, please? Thank you. No major issues I need to be worried about, and the fun little physical traits on the side were interesting to see to me. And, like, you know, this is the one piece of animation on the website, so I'm gonna milk it a little bit longer. And eat that milk too, apparently. But there you are, just a nice little mini content section of my DNA results. Yeah. I would recommend to do it yourselves, as much as this isn't supposed to be a sponsorship. I think it's interesting, and it's good and helpful. It's expensive, though. This DNA test was £150, and then it's £75 on, like, Amazon Prime Day, or if there's ever a discount day. So that's better, but, like, that's a lot of money. But it's also, it could lead to something really helpful as a service if it leads to something that you should tell your doctor about. I'm not one to really dwell on my mortality all too much, but the idea that I could do something to be a little more prepared for it was something that I couldn't really pass up, you know? Like, that's a big picture kind of thought process, you know? I won't dwell on it too much more, because otherwise my heart will start pumping in fear, as it sometimes does every few months, as I'm sure everyone gets, but that's that. That's all of my traits. I'm 60-something% British, 2% Egyptian, I think 2% Nigerian, have a history in Italy and then everywhere else, and hopefully when my family members do these tests, if they ever do, I'll find out more. But I won't tell you that, because you don't need to know about my nan's, the information some scientists got from my nan's spit. That's something for me to know, and you to just imagine. Don't imagine it too hard. Yes, a fellow Brit, I see. Of course, could you not tell from the accent? I don't speak like most American streamers or YouTubers. Now that we know everything about you, that isn't very important. Yes, pretty much. All the goofy side stuff about cheek dimples and earlobe type. But, with that in mind, that will be done for like that. That'll be its own little VOD video in the future. But I do have other things I want to do in this exact stream. It's an IRL slot, but it leads into something else. I am, however, going to need to set it up. So I'm going to be right back. Ooh. I'm still here, kind of. I'm just going to set it up. We are next going to... I'm going to have something on in the background that I'm going to be playing through, because I want to be playing it for a while. I'll explain in a moment. But as we do it, there will be a media share available, because I want to do some reacting stuff. So I will be right back, and we will get sorted with that in just a little bit. All right? See you in a mo! how are things going? I'm just about set up with what I wanted to do, I believe. So, there's a game I have had a craving to play for a very long time. Though before I do this, I need to edit my stream info. I guess I could do it as I'm talking about it. That game, if you can't even hear it in the background of my microphone, is Pokemon. I have had an intense craving for Pokemon for the longest time, so I want to go and tackle that. But I know it's not the most interesting thing on its own, so I want to have something in the background going on to enjoy as we do it. So I'm opening up Media Stream in a moment. I'll set it up and teach you how to do it in a mo. But the idea is I'm going to be going through and catching every Pokemon. I'm going to do it most Mondays. I'll have something probably for the first half of the stream and then go on to this to really scratch that itch of mine, that little craving. But if you want to show me stuff for me to react to in my IRL sense, this will be your opportunity. First, let me sort out the title, and I've still got to set that up, and then we'll get into things, shall we? Okay, that's us back. Now, I have several ways I want to do this, because it could be that we just do the original 151 Pokemon, or it could also be that we just open up every single game and just randomly, through each stream, shuffle through them in whatever order we want. Both are valid, but I only have 3 games available right now, and even then I want to start on one specifically. A lot of people play the 2D Pokemon games, and that's all well and good, but I really have a thing for the 3D models. I grew up on the GameCube Pokemon games, so I'm bringing it back now, but we're doing it not on GameCube specifically starting this. We might do it next stream on the GameCube games for a little bit of variety, but I want to start with the original 150-ish, around that time, but we're keeping them in 3D form, so we're doing a new remake that's not the most popular Pokemon game, but it's our starter that will really hopefully get us through everything quite quickly, and it is, I don't know which button it is, we'll find out. Is it that one? I think so, that looks correct to me. It is indeed Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. We're gonna blaze through the story, just get it all done as fast as we can, but it is going for the original 150. Yes, you got it right, Super Pikmin Gamer Ultra. This is the place we're going to. Plus, it's available on the Switch, which is way easier for me. I got the GameCube game set up on a PC emulator, and we'll let things go from there. But also, I need to set up Media Share, which is where I need one of you. Because in order for Media Share to work, I have it open on a tab. But unless you want me to just manually press play on each one and know what it is in advance, I need someone who can moderate for me. If any of you think you are OG enough to be trusted with it, you can then see the queue in Media Share, and then you can be the one that sends it over and sees if it turns out any good. Broken Dylan! Hey! Perfect! You are here. In that case, I need to send you a message, which I will do right now if I can. I haven't done media share before, so we'll have to see how this works out. But I will try my best for you. Just to check. Yes, you are, I think, right, let me... Don't share passwords or personal information? Oh, does a link to media share seem fun? There you go. I sent you a message. Do respond. I mean, I guess anyone could respond if they've sent it to the wrong Broken Dylan. But I mean, it looks like you to a T. Yes, good to know. Where do I get up my thing? It is somewhere. Ah, this is it. Okay. I need to go through Streamlabs, and it's a real bit of a mare to work it through everything. So do give me a moment. I guess I'll put myself back to BRB now that we got that sorted. But gosh, where is it? Why is this so difficult? It's like down here somewhere, and then it's in like settings. Oh no, I've lost it. I had it saved as like a link I could just spend, but it's the wrong link. That's so silly. Why would it do that to me? Oh, no, I know why. It's because it's there. Ah, okay, cool. In that case, I go to... Oh, no, I do need to go somewhere else. Oh, this is such a pain. I apologize. The fun of BRBing. In that case, I'm going to mute for a minute while I work this out. Broken Dylan, I will get that link to you in a moment. For now, there's some music in the background. When it turns on. This is very impressive. They've changed the layout of the Streamlabs dashboards, and so I'm just completely lost. I will get there eventually, I swear. Alright, well I can tell you I've made progress, but not entirely. There we go. I just about got it now. That should hopefully all sort itself out real quick. Let me go back to my whispers. See how this works. Bloody well hope it does. So with this, you should hopefully be able to access our media share queuing and hopefully make things work. I'm putting a lot of faith into you for this, Broken Dylan, so hopefully that faith is put in the right place. It'd be funny if it just started playing the Doom Eternal soundtrack. Absolutely, yes. Broken Dylan, do give us an update on, like, if you've gotten the link, if you've got your invite, if you know where you're going. Are you familiar with media share, businessy stuff? I also realized this category that I've chosen doesn't actually have an image. Like, what does it want me to do here? So I could just keep it back at... Does Pokemon really not have a Let's Go category that has an image to it? That's so backwards. Alright, I might just change it back to just chatting, because it's mostly supposed to be that the Pokemon stuff is in the background for me to scratch that itch. But we'll see. We'll see. Also, I now have so many tabs that I can't see my own actual Streamlabs at the time. Okay, there we go. That's all that's sorted there. Streamlabs has become a real mystery to make things work. Twitch is a strange, crazy beast. I tried setting this up earlier with some real-life people, but unfortunately, every real-life person I have that could have moderated for me are not available. It could always be that we just don't do the media share part of things, and we'll just make it do, but we shall see. Well, it's not quite Doom's soundtrack, but it's the drama of the Heavy Rain soundtrack playing for you there. Not heard anything from Broken Dylan in a while. Oh, there we go. Ah, he's trying to set it up on his phone originally, but it's not fun. I don't know why these Twitch things aren't the convenient beast that they should be. But thank you for the attempt so far, Broken Dylan. If it's not working out, do let me know and I'll make something work. It could always be we just tackle this for a little bit. I do have future things planned for future IRL slots, but the DNA one was the main thing with that. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay, cool. I don't need to worry about that, which is good. And even then, we might have all this set up and then nothing shows up on the media share, which is also fine. It's small beginnings. I do understand. We're good on that front. I just figured it'd be a fun adaptation to do, because I've got this itch that I really want to scratch. I've done with the DNA IRL sections for today, and I thought it'd be fun to react to something, even in the form of the strange world that is media share. So that you don't have to stare at nothing, I'll keep the music on. But yeah, good point. How is everybody doing? I believe, yeah, okay, I couldn't actually see that I was I'd updated my scene because of the way I've got things set up at the moment, but hi, how you all doing? How is everyone's day been? I've had a really nice, productive day. I've been working on a video that I think's the hardest one I need to write all year. And I kept getting delayed on actually watching the film that it's about because my internet went down yesterday. Today my computer melted halfway through, or I had some real life event pop up that interrupted me, and I'm like, oh. But I've gotten over that hurdle now, and I've done like a million Twitch things, all the things that have changed for today. Just made me feel really good that I've actually made progress, which is nice. You guys are doing pretty good, yeah? Hello, Ski Rain. I found you from your really old Luigi's Mansion playthroughs, and I've been really enjoying your reviews. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. It's nice to see that some gaming folk have sort of integrated to the review stuff and still enjoy it. It's really nice. Let's make it a little less demonic than this. And also, can I... There we go, get rid of that background music. I don't know if you could hear it, but I've stopped it now. Super Pikmin Gamer Ultra, are you doing good? Butter Sticks, good? It's good to hear. Every time I look at the news or I look at Twitter, Very doom and gloom. And it is, to be fair, a good reason to be doom and gloom is perfectly fine. But it's nice to hear that on a smaller scale, people are generally doing alright, you know? I'm doing perfectly fine. Like, I know a lot of people around me are quite grumbly about Lockdown 2 Electric Boogaloo in Britain. But I just live in these same four walls, and I've installed some nice funky lights. I'm happy. Nothing changes for me, you know? I've got another month of YouTube work, and then by then we'll be out of lockdown. I'll still be in here, but, you know, it doesn't make a difference to me. So I'm perfectly happy. I'm good. Twitter is a weird place indeed, I agree. You glad that 2020 is almost over? Yeah. Unfortunately, calling this pandemic 2020 ain't gonna date too well, because this is a longer than a 2020 problem, you know? I had a friend who's quite optimistic to think a vaccine will come in January. The earliest predictions I heard elsewhere was April. I'm predicting like September time, and even then, preparing for longer than, you know? Like, I'm in it for the long haul, which is fine by me. I realize I'm very brightly lit up now because of the, all of this, but I don't think there's anything I can do to... Oh, I can. Oh, I can't because the controller's going weird. I'll get myself a... No, I don't want the controllers. I want, like, a dark screenshot to look at. Oh, my buttons don't work. Strange. There we go. That's a dark background. Now I look better lit. I just hear a noise. What was that? That wasn't like an alert box, was it? No, it wasn't. I have no idea what was going on there. Oh well. 2021. Yeah, we'll just call it that afterwards. Lockdown starts on Thursday, so prepare. I have no preparation needed. Like, my shopping I get is online. My dinners is also an online delivery service. I go outside. I don't even go outside. My girlfriend does all the going outside for the shops because I'm asthmatic. I'm teetering on the vulnerable line, so I've got to, like, play it safe. So, I'm just in here. If anything, I'm looking forward to the month after lockdown. Not because the lockdown's done, but after that point, I'll have done all of my 2020 content. And I can just chill and play video games. That's exactly what I'm going to do. It'll be very nice. Hello! Outer Toast, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. We're in a very chill state at the moment. Also, I didn't realise I set up my little alert box like that. That's cool. We're just on a chill mid-just chatting moment as we're trying to set up media stream. Making it do. We currently have 11 active cases in the Channel Islands, but currently no lockdown. Interesting. Okay. To be fair, 11 active cases is way lower than where we are, you know, in the UK. You get like 11 every, I don't know, hour at this point. I don't know. That's not at all true. But don't take that as information. But, you know, I can understand no lockdown after 11 active cases. It sounds very lucky, the place you're in at the moment. 20XX, Beaver Dude, you're absolutely right. That's what we should call it. Nice reference. And confirm from a science student's point of view, we ain't getting rid of this anytime soon. Absolutely. But, like, I mean, there's no real good words, you know. I wouldn't want to be a leader in these times. I would do things differently, but everyone says that. And even then, no one would agree with what you say, you know. So, I don't envy our leaders in certain aspects. But if you can learn to live with it, make do, you know. My girlfriend's changed to a work-from-home work circumstance, and it's doing her wonders, you know. 2020 is the plot of Pikmin 4. I don't know quite what that means, as in it's never gonna come. It already has. It's never gonna end. Doesn't exist. It's the void. I don't know what you're going with there. You hope the stream doesn't crash. Have I done something to make it crash? Or are you saying, like, you think your device is going to crash? We're doing fine so far. I think we're alright. Hello, Tyler U555. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I say the same things every time. I'm sorry. Have I been blue for a while? No. Okay. I think it's just every time I look at the webcam, it's gone back to blue. So I keep thinking I'm stuck on a colour. It's supposed to be smoothly going through. Broken Dylan, how are things going on your end? If we can't get it to work, I will just play Pokemon. That's fine. That's not a problem with me. Like, it is a bit interesting actually though. I had this craving for like 3-4 months over summer. It's kind of gone on pause now because I've been in the grind of getting videos done for the last bit of 2020. But I'm sure I can bring it back. You know, give me a little bit of time to get into it. Everything is trying to load, you say. Fair enough. I'll give it another Give it another 4 minutes, and then if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and that's fine. Make something to it. It could always be anyway. I can still see it. I've got it loaded on a tab for me. I could always queue it myself if I like what it looks like. Now, the way this works, hopefully I've got things set up. Basically, if you donate any amount of money on like the normal donating system, I think I've got like a PayPal button, a donate button. I've got a donate button down below this stream. Click that. One of the options will be insert a URL, and it will get added to the queue. I think I've got things to automatically like, you know, queue up. So it's I should be able to organize it. It's probably going to be a small scale thing. If you donate 50p, I think that's the minimum you can spend. It gets you 5 seconds of media share content. Give me your weird, crazy memes. If you can make me laugh, I'll be impressed. I don't think I've ever laughed on gameplay before, on camera, which is kind of sad. Like, I have a notable laughing style in real life, and I haven't brought it out. I haven't been chuckled deeply enough to get it out. I've had like giggles and chuckles. There's one almost weird laugh that I didn't like the sound of in my Pikmin 2 playthrough that I did once, and I was like, ugh. That was it. So if you can make me ugly laugh, that's the challenge for you. I'll really appreciate it, because I like to see more giddy. I do laugh a lot. I guess just when I'm in this focused, gotta make entertaining content mode, I don't, maybe? I'm not sure. But we'll see. Are you planning on making a video on Borat 2? I am not. It is not on my list, but I will be watching it. I haven't watched it yet. I will do. Keep in the know. I guess I should have done if it was a trending thing, but also awfully political and awfully American, which, you know, maybe I shouldn't stance in, but I will be watching it. Maybe I'll do a... on Amazon. Is it on Amazon? No. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I might do a watch party in the future. Maybe not Borat specifically, but actually no, I've got some Amazon Prime stuff planned with a watch party on Twitch, but that's a future thing, and that'll be a movie slot on Fridays. You just rewatched my Pikmin 2 playthrough the other week? Fair enough. That Pikmin 2 playthrough was probably the peak of my my gaming career, wasn't it? Which was fine. I remember I really enjoyed it at the time. Very young, very early, very a long time ago, but it's good. I liked it. You know, nice and kind of chill, kind of wholesome. Good. Yes, the This Is Sparta time. That's the stuff. US numbers sure do go brrr, don't they? It's Amazon exclusive, right? You have to, I imagine though it's one of the ones you have to pay for. You can do watch parties of free Amazon Prime videos. You can't do it of paid ones, I think, is how it works. I've looked it up, half prepped it together. I've got some plans for watch parties, but Borat wasn't on the list. How many subs do I have? I have 10! Hey, that's a nice milestone. I'll remember this day. 2nd of November 2020 at 10 subs. It's very interesting, because I think all through the years of streaming before, I've done streams on and off through the years, never really had real sub counts. You know, maybe got to like 3, but never really pushed for it. This is probably the highest I've done, which is very nice. It's just a chill little thing. Very nice. I mean, if they stuck around, that's, what, £50 a year? That's not, £50 a month? That's not bad. I wouldn't get the paycheck until every 2 months because of how Twitch sends out its money, but it's nice. Nice to see that people are that dedicated to enjoying my content, you know? Beyond all the subscribers from YouTube. It's just nice. It's really strange. I think your mum is calling, bro. Interesting. Or are you talking about Andre? I have no idea. I'm only getting half of this chat. I'm too busy trying to stare at the camera and learn that's where I'm supposed to look that I'm hard to follow what's going on chat. You're honored to be 10th. Congrats, Chef Wombat. I'll remember you as the 10th. Maybe I will one day. I'll write down the numbers people are if that's not too creepy. Who knows? Hello, Gene Gerald. Magic Toast, you say you've just subscribed? You mean on YouTube? Because your alert box hasn't popped up yet. It might do. If you did, you get a super special sound effect. I have, what, 100 sound effects shuffled in to different places, but the sub ones are better sound effects. You know, they're real triumphant, important, wowie kind of sound effects. Whereas the follower ones are like, here's a Pikmin doing a thing. Here's a jingle from Xenoblade. You know, the little things. But then big and bold for the subscribers. There it is. Oh well, no, that was a small scale follower one. But hello, Rapid Cookie. I keep thinking you're Rabid Cookie. Not quite the same thing. Oh well. YouTube, of course, Magic Toast. You had to throw me through that loop, didn't you? Had to play with my heart like that. How dare you? But no, absolutely fine. Big sus boy. Welcome, I think. Should I be welcoming you? You're sus. Maybe I shouldn't. Anyway, that's enough of an Among Us reference I need to throw in there. Let us get back to the gameplay, because it's past 25 past. Oh, never mind. You got Streamlabs working. Everything is trying to load. Maybe we can play then. Here's my screenshot of Pikmin that I used to not blind my face. Oh, what? Did I accidentally screenshot Pikachu? I don't remember doing that. Oh, yes, I did. I was trying to get to the homepage. Well, that's a lovely image I got. Chupton. Think of the follow. And then a couple of Fortnite wins. Don't mind me. I play Fortnite with a handful of IRL friends. They really like Fortnite. I like really playing with them, so what I have to do. So forgive me. I have sinned. I'm aware. Okay. We're going back to the wonderful world of Pokemon then. If everything's set up and sorted, I've also got the queue myself. If at any point you feel like donating and sending me a media share thing to deal with, I just realized it's not going to show up on my... How am I going to make this work? I need to make it show up somewhere. Also, we can turn down this music now. We don't need the terror from Mario Party 6. Oh, no, that works fine. We can, first of all, hide this. That's all good. Minimize that. And I will put this... I'm going to put the media share over here, where I can set something else up in a little bit. Lovely. That looks good to me. Is everyone else ready? Your Switch controller's glitchy? Yeah, that happens. They get old. You could turn on a dark mode on the Switch? Really? I'll do it another day. But cool. Thank you for the suggestion. Let's get into the wonderful world of Pokemon. I've got some things I wish to do. Actually, play with two controllers? I thought it wouldn't let me. Also, my controllers look nice and neon in this light. Well, doesn't have. You know what? We don't need to hear about the story. We know this. I'm not here for the content of the story and the words and the dialogue. I'm here. I know these Pokemon. I just want to capture them all. What I also want to set up at some point is a slideshow that shuffles through every Pokemon that there is. I think I am a super basic boy. That sounds good to me. We are... Oops. You can't say nothing. We are... Oh, one Dazz? No. We are the one, the only Dazz. We are going to be keeping this series going for as long as I feel like it, but hopefully to get every Pokemon. We might even be trading Pokemon in between games. If we find a Pokemon we need to evolve, we're going to evolve it. They're all going to have customized names. It's like a Nuzlocke story, but actually exploring the whole world of Pokemon and getting one of everything. What's the who's the evil lad in Dazz's world? What should his name be? I'll take that up to you guys. What do you think his rival's name should be? Real men play Mario 35? Oh yeah, sure. Any recommendations for Switch games? Pikmin. Pretty good. Breath of the Wild. That's pretty good. I can't remember any of the other ones I played. Louis? That's 2 for Louis. Zad? That's pretty cool. My old username used to be Zadaz. So Daz with backwards version, like a palindrome in it. Everyone really likes Louis? Alright. Louis it is. The Pikmin references can never get away from me. No matter how much I age and move on in life, there will always be that man. That man who I can never escape. The man of my past who knows my deeds. It's Louis. His name is Louis. And hey, every Pokemon I get, Daz my boy. I don't think no. Every Pokemon we get, you guys get to name. Unless I really like. Yeah, you guys have got way more creativity than I do. Your name pick will be eternalized, cemented for a very long time. Sure, I don't know. Hopefully he doesn't explode. We'll see. He's not the new blue Louis. He's the very old gooey Louis. Been a long time, man. That was like a Let's Play from, what, 2014? 6 years old? Might be, yeah, 2014 sounds about right. Ayo, so can I actually play with 2 controllers? I thought it was only 1 for the longest time. Oh, yes. Oh, no, there we go. Ah, there we go. I'm only controlling with this one anyway. I wanted to be left-handed, I'll have you know. Oops. I wanted to play this entirely left-handed. so I'm going to. There you are. Now, will you let me turn around? Like, can I... Yes, yes. Just the... No, no. How about this? And then... Yeah, perfect. I'm a left-handed man. I like my left-handed gameplay. I'm gonna play through all of Pokemon Let's Go left-handed. You can name your Pokemon names of viewers. That's an interesting idea. But then, do we really want Soup Lover as one of our Pokemon? I mean, maybe we can. Maybe if we find a Muck, we'll call him Soup Lover. But like, some of you guys got some weird names, I gotta admit. You know? Beaver Dude. If we find a Bidoof, we won't in this game, but if we find a Bidoof in the future, that's an option, I guess. This stream just has a chill vibe. It does. That's the point. It's all, you know, just me playing a game, loving my Pokemon. I have played a lot of Pokemon, but I'm a Pokemon fan, but I'm not a Pokemon fanatic. I don't know all these Pokemon stats. I don't get EVs and IVs, but I do know that actually I hated the anime as a kid, but I grew to like it over time, and boy oh boy, am I gonna try and do the whole gotta catch 'em all from the title theme myself. Even though that's not at all what they do in the actual anime. It's wanting me to download OBS on my computer. I can't do that since this is a work computer. I'll see if I can set this up on my computer. Go ahead and start playing. That's fair enough, Broken Dylan. Don't panic about it too much. I can always leave you be on that front. I'll keep an eye on you if you've got any updates for us. But otherwise, don't panic about it. We'll make do. We'll be doing media share probably every Monday with like the second half of stuff. Maybe even the first half as well. Just to keep things going. I want to see stuff to react to. I think that's a very IRL-y thing to do, even though I've also got reaction streams planned for a Friday for movie stuff, but it's slightly different. We'll make it work. Hello! It's our very first Pokemon! Surprise, surprise. I've got a whole list of Pokemon plannings. I was supposed to get Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I've got the Pikachu version. I've already messed up my own system. Oh well. Ooh. I don't actually know this. Okay. Ooh. Don't throw it at the thing. Oh wow. Okay. Nice one, me. What? Get ready, yeah. What was the difference? Ah, it doesn't matter. Alright. Now what I also already wanted to do, which I thought was a cool idea, is I wanted to have a slideshow of every Pokemon we've ever caught that slowly gets bigger and bigger every time. Right now I've only got Pikachu, so I'm not going to make it because there's a slideshow, but when we get our second one, we're going to make it happen. That sound like a plan to everyone? So then in the corner, somewhere, I don't know where I'm going to put it, you'll always see all the Pokemon we've got. Eventually we'll get 151, and then eventually we'll have 1,000! In my mind. I don't know if this is going to take, this might take a bit longer than 2 months to get 1,000 Pokemon. But you never know. Left Hand Gang, absolutely. Absolutely. Name an Oddish David? We'll see if I remember. We'll get to the naming when we get to each individual Pokemon, I guess. Unless you do, I guess, if you want to do like a special donation, you can then make an advanced Pokemon name set in stone there, but I don't know if that's a good idea. These 3 Pokeballs, wow, they exist. That's a crazy premise. Okay. Interesting. Do I have this listed? I don't. Do we get to choose another Pokemon? I don't even remember this. I've been going through the wild Pokemon as a thing to go for. Oh, I've got to go to the mill one? No. Wait, is this Pikachu again? I have not played this game. I bought it like half an hour before the stream. It's just Pikachu again. Why? Who are the other 2? That doesn't make sense. It's usually, you know, grass, water, fire. Why is there a baby electric in the middle of them? I don't even know that. You love slideshows? Oh, sure. I did kind of make it sound boring, didn't I? You can do an underhanded throw. That's cool. Interesting. Name Vileplume Super Pikmin Gamer Ultra. Your R already throws me off there. Or Purple Pikmin 3. I like Vileplume. Interesting. I'll see if I remember. Vileplume is awfully, yeah, quite a far way down the list. So we'll see. We're going to be streaming for another hour and a half with this, so I've listed the first 30 Pokemon I expect to find. Maybe we'll get more, probably not. We'll see. This is also a very easy game. It needs a lot of XP share to get us through everything fine, so we should hopefully just blaze through the story and not have to do much grinding. Now Pikachu needs a name! What do you recommend for dear old little Pikachu here? I've been too busy talking over this whole thing that the poor guy's not getting a word in. What do we want his name to be? We got another vote for Bob. Bob's slowly going to be getting more and more names on them, huh? Can't wait to see Jesse and James. Yeah, this is a remake of Pokemon Yellow, apparently. Fair enough. I have not played Pokemon Yellow. My experiences go from Emerald, a little bit of Emerald, to like level 26, and then I gave up on how slow it was to level up. And then it was the Generation 3 games with GameCube games. Then I went on a break. No, I didn't. I played Platinum. No, I didn't. I played Pearl very, very briefly. Skipped Black and White. Skipped Black and White 2. Played Y. Played Sun. Played... That was it. Yeah. Pikmin? Why does everyone like Pikmin? Boris, Johnny? I believe we've already dealt with another streamer playing Pokemon games and naming someone Boris. Big Chungus. Amprat. I don't want all of these names to be Pikmin based. This is supposed to be a new series. I know you guys like Pikmin, but you're seeming a little bit obsessive. I gotta be honest. I've already 100% completed Pikmin 3 Deluxe for you last weekend. What more do you want from me? Although I guess you're going with the Pikachu thing. I get ya. Pikmin. Alex the Lion. Interesting. Steve. Is that supposed to be a veiled Pikmin reference? Because I know it. We can keep... You know what? To appease the masses, this will be the last time. We are going to go with Peak. Not Pick, Peak. But we're going to keep it at that. Raichu. Maybe. We do need to capture Raichu at some point. And a Pichu. Somewhere. Mario. You guys have some interesting theory, like interesting thought processes. I can see exactly what you're doing with here. Is Pika Sus too dated? Pika Sus might be too dated. A Twitch chat obsessive? Never. Remy. Add a Pichu. Yeah, I know. Saying eventually on the 1,000 Pokemon thing we'll get a Pichu. Dazachu, please. I like that. I'll admit. All right. We've just deleted the Peak entirely, but that's fine by me. Whoops, that's not Dazachu, right? Yeah. No. Am I a friggin' idiot? How did you guys spell it? Dazichu. Yeah. Okay. The K in the middle was throwing me off. I was like, wait a minute, that's a C. Dazachu. I like that. That's pretty sweet. Plus, he's basically the protagonist anyway. Dazachu finally, officially exists. And then they got an Eevee. What's the third one? What would the third one possibly be? Oh, I can move. Wow, what a cutscene. Now you two are setting out? Sure. Wait, what about Rat? Sorry, forgot that amazing name plan to just call it Rat. Not a fan of Pikachu, are we? To be fair, I'm a bigger fan of Eevee myself. But we get an Eevee for the first when we play Pokemon XD. So I think that was the reason why I got Pikachu here, but we'll make do. To complete a guide, make a complete guide to all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm an old man now, too old to get the job done myself. Hence why you've hired us to actually do the real dream of this game and this series, to collect so many Pokemon. Forget about being a champion, making money, getting a career, fighting children, collecting them all, being one with nature. That's the way that's what it's all about, you know? Caught yourself. Interesting. I don't really care what else you have to say, Mom. Mom. The third one is just another Eevee. Yeah. The third one's actually like Gyarados or like Giratina. It's just a legendary Pokemon we could have had at the very beginning if we were just a little bit smarter with our decisions. Ah well. I'm sure there's items here. I ain't bothered by them. We are on Route 1. I've listed exactly what Pokemon to get and where. And also though, it's not random encounters. They appear, you see them, right? That's the thing of this game that will make things speed up. Yes. Pidgey will be our very fast Pokemon then. There are 4 Pokemon according to my research on what to capture here. This will be really quick, right? I'm going to do an underarm. It, it didn't work. Alright, I have to do a really solid... How do you... Is there an actual technique to this? Because I feel like I'm just waving randomly. Maybe I just have to do a learn the swing. There are 4 Pokemon we're going for, and none of them I need to evolve. That's cool. Their evolved forms just show up later in the wild. So, DazzReviews got some experience. What's the best name for a Pidgey? Who cares about money when every 10-year-old is richer than Bill Gates, right? Everyone, I don't know how does the economy work in this game? I have no idea. I feel like I want to name him after an accountant. Like, I want to name this guy after, money. Maybe he should be Bill Gates. Where's his name? Did I just lose his name? What? Did I mash through a button? Like, I should be able to... Did I skip that? What happened to him? Pidgey, no! Where's our own personal Bill Gates gone? I need an accountant in this day and age. Oh, we're just gonna stamp on a rat on the way back. You can rename them? They're in the party? Why didn't they have a name? Okay, well, while I work on this, let's work on a name for both of them. Nice. We need a Rattata name. I think I can tell where this is going already, but we'll see. I have a prediction for what you're gonna say. What happened? What's going on here? Okay, Pidgey is in the party. That's nice. Can you not? I can check the motion. That's cool. Wow. Next move. You robotic thing. Is this supposed to be a simulation? It's really strange how they animate these things. What's the context of this world? What? Okay, that's such a strange design to me. And then I have to rename them afterwards? If I can't name them this whole time, okay. That's really stupid. I don't like that. But I think I've already decided on this, just based on the conversation we were just on. Bill Gates, the Pidgey, absolutely. Absolutely my thing, you know? Pidgey in real life may be a thing to attack insects, but Bill Gates, he's about saving the world. I don't know if this little Pidgey has any hopes of doing that, especially since we're gonna just abandon them the moment we find a second Nidoran or something. But oh well. Rattata! Have you guys got a best name for him? We need a name for our wonderful Rattata. Rat. Name it Rat. Rat. Rat with a lowercase r. Ratatouille. Rat. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. I had a feeling it was going to go this direction. Rat it is. Not even capitalized. Just Rat. Alright. There are 2 more Pikmin. Pikmin. Uh-oh. I'm on that mindset. Oh, hey, he follows us. That's cool. We need an Oddish, and we need a Bellsprout. How? Hey! Hello, Oddish! What wonderful timing you have! We are seriously... I'm going to get through way more than 30 Pokemon at this rate. Well, I guess I am in the same route. We've got a lot of Pokemon in Viridian Forest to deal with. I guess it's the story that's going to get in the way, which is fine. Name him David. David, please name him David. But that's not a very interesting name. If we can add a swing to David, maybe we'll do it. These Pokemon will be following us for generations. Okay, maybe not these specific ones, because their evolved forms are out there in the wild. But, I guess, yeah, Bill Gates needs to go soon. His people need him. He's got his own adventure to deal with. Blueberry's pretty nice. Why David? Where did this come from? David, but pronounced differently. Interesting. How do you possibly spell pronounce David differently? As in, like, it's spelt David, but it's actually David. Dovidon. Like, what else does the A sound do? Darvid. Darvo. David. It doesn't make sense to me. David. Like that? Interesting. David. Sure. You know what? I'll go with it. David is the one. It looks like Daved, honestly. Daved! Oddish the Daved. This is a very interesting cinematic universe we're building up. Not quite what I was expecting, I must admit. Now there's one final guy in the form of a Bellsprout. What have you found? I supposed to take something from this? What? What do you want? Yes. Okay, you do have to talk to him. A raspberry for Daz! Wow. I'm gonna go the other way. I don't want to deal with this kid. The DCU is coming? Absolutely. I do want to give up catching this Pokemon. Oh, it really wants us to probably collect every single Pokemon we ever touch, like in Pokemon Go, doesn't it? Not an option? This is a way back? Damn. Okay. I mean, that's fine. The Pokemon Trainer Battles is kind of part of the... Alright, never mind. Don't need to deal with it. In fact, I just realized, in the wild battle things, you don't even have to fight them. You just you just lob a Pokeball at them. I thought that was my own Rattata. Okay, that's fine. We're on the grind now for a final Bellsprout, which I assume is probably the rarest one of the bunch. Bellsprout is EV exclusive? My whole planning's going out the window here. Is that true? You sure? Because I've got all 4, and I didn't write a difference, but then this was the first time I started the research, so maybe something's changed. I'm going to run in circles for a moment and see if I can get an extra answer on that. Just name them like classic game consoles? Maybe. Also, Broken Dylan, you gave us a message. It looks like it only adds media share widget to have... Ah. Interesting. Media share just seems like a right mess to deal with then, doesn't it? That's fine. I've got it on my own personal tab, so I think I will just keep an eye on it myself, which is fine. Whenever a donation comes in, we'll get an alert and we'll go with it from there. Thanks for the attempt of a help though, Broken Dylan. I do appreciate it. I'll probably take you off the invitation in a little bit so you don't have to worry and deal with it and all your Twitch side of things, so not a problem. I can work it out with a future IRL friend who will probably have the time for it in the future. We'll work it out next week. But until then, feel free to send a donation onto our media share. It'll be an option when you send any donation, and you'll be able to... Oh, so Rattata is not following us. It was just luck last time. I'll be able to see it as the donation alert, and then I can queue it up and press play for it myself. Alright, I might know what the title is, just because I do need to check that it's an okay thing to play. But then, it'll be fine. What the actual contents are, if it's an obscure title, we'll find out together, I guess. Kind of. Call it the Soldier Boy console. That's a dated reference, you know. Bellsprout is Eevee, Oddish is Pikachu. Alright, I'm going to write a note on that one day we need to find... I'll do it after the stream. We'll need to find a Bellsprout in the future then. Alright, in that case, we next want to go to Route 22. For that, we probably need a story mode to go, don't we? What do you want? You can't through here right now, in the middle of important guard duty. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing. Am I here to do a gym battle? With, like, nothing in mind? You gave me another raspberry. Oh, you're just enjoying the flowers. Ugh, that's not what we're here to do, Pikachu. Hello. Did you guys hear that? I just heard. Oh, thanks, Alex the Lion. Thank you for the follow. There should be a sound effect that works, and I've made it. It seems fine in my tests, but currently broken. Oh well. Oh, is this part of the story? I need to take us back to. Okay. Yes. Wow. Really? They just teleport you right on location, huh? Interesting. This game's already becoming very overly accessible, you know? I know Pikmin 3 Deluxe decided to make some skips, but this game's really doing it, huh? You know, I've just realized there's no tension if I'm not fighting Pokemon to actually capture them. I might do... We'll see. It might be a matter of we do have several Pokemon games to juggle through. It could be we just do a poll and choose one of the GameCube games to go to. This is really interesting. I spent 50 quid on this. Like, what's the benefit of this? Where's the fight? There are fights, yeah, it's in the trainer battles, but like... Interesting. You get XP when catching Pokemon. That's nice, but like, I want to grind them down, you know? What? You can do more than catch? Yeah, you can fight. Okay, sure, let's fight then. Does Daz own a VR headset? I don't. I would like to in the future. I will buy one in the future. I'm waiting on the next generation of VR headsets to come out, basically. I want the next generation, and then I'll hop on. Alright then, buddy. Let's do a fight. Thunder Shock seems good to me, especially since we're faster than Eevee. Actually doesn't do that much damage. Alright, I'll try Quick Attack next. I'm all offensive in this. Yeah, it does what about the same? Okay. Oh, cool, it stays on the attack. That's nice. Meowth, Ekans, Vulpix, Coughing, and Pinsir are also exclusives? Damn, okay. Go to the left? Okay, I'll do that. Call the next one Rift? Well, it depends what Pokemon we get. I have a Valve-Index and an Oculus Quest 2, fair enough. This game was made to entice all the Pokemon Go fans, a gateway game for the main gen. I'm getting that sense. Because I was really hoping to tell, you know, like when you watch a Nuzlocke story, like a video, where it's like, I dragged all these Pokemon together, we made a bond, they died, and it's an actual story arc. I wanted that, but on the Pokemon series scaled story, where it's like, my faithful Dazzachoo transported over to another game in the GameCube games, doing this, that, and the other, you know. And then it's like, we're still building up the company, going around all the worlds, seeing what there is. From your friend's big sister. Who's my friend? Interesting. I get what they're going for here, but like, I'm losing the tension here because there's... Yeah, no clothes for you, buddy. Don't forget to show it some love from time to time. Maybe, but you know, there's a Raichu out there. I could really do with that Raichu. Ah, well. We'll see. I'm going to keep playing this for another 7 minutes. I do have 2 GameCube games on my PC. I might just hop to them. They're my favourite ones. Oh! Now you're coming for us, buddy, are ya? Alright, then. Alright. What do you got? A single Rattata. I see how it is. You gonna go down in one hit? You're a complete waste of my time, kid. What's going on here, huh? Pretty much, I mean, 2 hits. It's Rat, but worse. Yes, he has a capital R and a Tata at the end of his name. That Tata will be your downfall. It's Rat number 2. You guys are wonderful at names. You know that? I think you really found your knack. I don't know if there's a career path in name finding, but man, I never would have thought of Rat number 2. Okay. Okay. Oh, interesting. The story was to go forwards, then go back again, and then go forwards again. It's interesting. Take him to the Pokemon Center. We can do that in the future. We're not going to do this by Nuzlocke rules. If a Pokemon dies, we're not going to leave it behind. Unless it evolves to its final form and then dies, then I guess we're technically done with it, but we'll see. Hey! Is this Route 20? Why did I write 22? Well, I'm sure there's a Nidoran, a Spearow, and a... that's it in here, right? We'll find out. Or there's nothing here. That's an Oddish. Okay, yeah, I guess that's possible. I wouldn't have written down if we've already got the Oddish from Route 1. Then again, I'm only seeing Oddish. I'm getting more and more concerned. How off was my research? This Pokemon game was the first one I started researching, so I didn't quite master the formatting. Hey, it's a Weedle! Beautiful! Are we keeping this Weedle? No! No, we're not. Alrighty then. Oops. Okay. Buddy, there we go. You can't stand those capital R's? Oh, they're the worst in rats, aren't they? Am I going to do the banner of Pikmin thing? Pokemon thing? Yes, I absolutely am. I should do that now. We need first a name, and then yes, I will sort out that thing. It's because I need either the Q. Oh, I can just do this. I'm gonna get all the tabs up at once. It's because the tab that has the slideshow and the tab that has the media share are sharing the same screen space. So I need to organize it so that it don't, basically. That kind of works. Right? Yeah, that works. So that's Pidgey and Rattata, Dave, the Oddish. Where's Oddish? Did I put Oddish in there already? No. Where's my Oddish? I have an Oddish somewhere. It's gone. I don't think I didn't re-get that Oddish. Alright, well, David is off in the distance somewhere. And then we just caught ourselves a Weedle. Lovely. We need to give this guy a name. I just name him after the slideshow. I was thinking of naming them after the things we're talking about in the moment. What did I just... No, what are you doing? How did I get to a whole nother menu? What is going on? This game is a cacophony of trying to understand. Stupid Worm, Jonathan, Earthworm Jim, Dazeedle, name it Weedle. Oh, Whiskerpillar. Oh, nice, I get it. I'm gonna name him after Slideshow. Because we were talking about slideshows in the moment. But what fits that theme? A worm that's a slideshow. There's something that makes that work? Slideshow worm. I'm not good at names either, man. I think we're all having the same kind of struggle. Slide worm. Dazzapede. Sliding worm. Slide worm. Sounds like such a gross... It's not even a worm. But we'll go with it. Everyone's gonna be like, what are these names? And we'll be like, I don't know either. Or apparently, it's gonna give up. I don't understand this one-handed controller. It's really throwing me off. Let's give him a cool stinger on it. Slider worm. Yeah, that R changes everything. That's the good stuff. Slider worm. Actually looks like an actual name now. I like that. So apparently I need to go left for Nidoran and Spearow. Is there a left? Is that Route 22? No. I need to get cut first, I would imagine, right? See, at least with the GameCube games, I'm a lot more familiar with them. That might do me some good. Oh no, there you go, it was Route 22's here. Okay. That's good then. Not a complete failure. It makes sense how I got confused though, because Route 22 looks like a misspelling of Route 2. Is that this whole place done? Okay, no. It is strange looking at Pokemon from a level design process because it's so old school and it's never really updated much. Even when they tried to do open world, it didn't do it very well, did it? I'm very hesitant to buy Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's a game I'll eventually have to play because, you know, it has some extra Pokemon in them, but I'll probably do it way last. Hello, the Crazy Banana Gaming. Thank you for the follow. You've caused an AC 130 above, apparently. A nostalgic sound effect to me, as much as it's a memey kind of COD sound effect. We don't talk about Gen 8. No. No, definitely not. Even if it's in my region, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't know how they messed that up, but they did. Oh boy, they did. I don't actually know the regions, so maybe there is like a really nice location that's based off of kind of where I live. But I don't know. I know the Scotland opening because like the whole UK flipped, or the whole. It's not the UK. British Isles? No, maybe it's British Isles. The definition of what islands it is, but whatever. Let's keep back. Oh no, I wanted to switch out a Pokemon. I want to have more than just Dazzlechew out and about. But all right, we'll go with it. Hey, it's paralyzed. That's helpful. In that case, let's switch out to someone everly helpful so we can get a bit of variety in this gameplay. I think it's time for Bill Gates to make an appearance with his minimal stats. Pokemon Sword and Shield looks like it came from a GameCube game or Wii. Visually, sure, yeah. I was gonna say, don't insult my GameCube games. I'm a big fan of them. But no, I get what you mean. It's so archaically designed, you know. This might be a long time. Got way too much health. It's not. It's just because I haven't fought anything. In fact, you're the only guy I've fought so far, Louis. Bill Gates is about to die, Louis. You're being so cruel. Maybe I'll swap him over. That was our intense evening hour done. Oh yeah, it's because DazzReviews, I guess, lined up nicely for it. Dave! Dave! I like Dave better. Use economic depression. Use 2020. It's super effective. So many options. What will I choose? Oh hey, that did a bit. Good bit. I don't know when I started developing a stutter, but apparently I did, because I cannot speak on stream sometimes. Alright then, buddy. Oh, of course you did that. Oh my gosh, you gotta... Dave! No! Well, he's dead. No, I don't need him again. He doesn't... His evolved form also exists. Maybe I will have Nuzlocke logic on him. Goodbye, Dave. You shall be missed. I never found out what your name meant. Why were you almost named after David? I don't get it. A final string shot does nothing, doesn't it? That's like a status statement, isn't it? Yeah. Nice one, me. Okay, Slider Worm lived after that brutal mistake. Take him out, Worm. You're not a worm. Goodbye. Nice. Bill Gates leveled up. I was gonna say from the grave, but he's not the one who died. Me getting my own Pokemon mixed up at the moment. Oh, I just realised I might have a bit of hassle with oh, that might be a real hassle. Well, maybe I can work it out. Trying to think how to control the PC GameCube emulators. We'll deal with it in a bit. It's a wild Spearow! Get in there, you. I've learnt the curve. I'm gonna use it all the way through the game, I'm sure. Beautiful. Oh, did Dave just get revived from leveling up? Did he level up from the grave, actually? Interesting. Hello, Broken Dylan. Thank you for the donation. Let's get some music going. Sure thing. Let's see how this turns out. Did you send that as part of the message in your URL? There's a whole URL bar that lets things go. But, oh well. I also can't even highlight your link, which is good fun. I can remove your alert, apparently. So, unless you want me to manually put that in, I don't think I can actually receive that. Which is really strange. Oh well. I'm sorry, Broken Dylan. I appreciate the £3.88, but I can't do anything for that music on YouTube. I can play some actual music if we want something more diverse, because I mean this is going to sound kind of samey. It's actually kind of just grinding the stream at the moment, isn't it? Things you recognize in hindsight. What else are we looking for? We're looking for a Nidoran, male and female. Just in this single patch of trees. Trees. I'll message you the link. Yeah, that works out. We'll play it out loud and see how it do. Otherwise, I am dedicated to get these 2 Nidorans, and then we will go and move on, I think. What I can also do is I can make that slideshow now, which I'm going to do. Image slideshow. That's the one. Grab that. And then I'm gonna add a new source. Sure. And it's going to be, look at the, where do I get my sources? Oh, there it is. Oh, add directory. What's that mean? Does that mean like a folder? Yes! Perfect! That's exactly what we need. In here. Bada bam! Look at that! It should loop every few seconds. Pikachu first. Bring him down in like the corner a little bit. And then it's like, oh, it's a bit slow, but we'll make it do. And then they're all there. And it will slowly upgrade with my file organizations. Like, what are you, a female Nidoran? I'm gonna count you as Court. We've got a Spearow. Do we have a Weedle? Did we have a Caterpie this whole time? You know, I don't think we had a Weedle. That's a Weedle. We've had a Caterpie. We are not good Pokemon fans. I'm pretty sure we've had a Caterpie this whole time. So, there you go. Ah! I didn't plan that out very well, did I? Oh, I wasn't pressing the A button. Huh. There we go. This has been a whirlwind so far, hasn't it? Slider Worm leveled up, potentially for the last ever time. I need like a text above him saying Court so far or something, but we'll get to it. We need a name for Nidoran in some form. Also, as over time, that slideshow will get more and more lengthy and more interesting, hopefully. I keep pressing minus to get up the menu. That's not how you do it. Also, do I have to go all the way back to PC to get these guys? Or can I, like, do it elsewhere? I don't think I can. Alright, I will make some moves now then. I'm gonna name the Spearow and everything else. Wasn't the name on the screen? I thought you were memeing. I was not paying attention. I think I saw someone's... Why did I say Weedle? I guess I was reading Weedle at the time. I have no idea. I'm just a big dumb. My mind is just elsewhere at the moment, apparently. I don't know what's going on. While that's going on, let's listen to that track, shall we? What's this music you've given us? Is it... No, it's not. It's Astral Chain. Okay. Is that too loud for people? It might be. It's a loud song. Why have you given us such demon music, Broken Dylan? My goodness! This is not what I associated with Pokemon at all! It's like, oh, we're really gonna dive in now. David is dead. The world is crumbling in seconds when we change to another game. Dude can't even find the computer. It's truly a demon world. It's dog-eat-dogger down here. This is the Pokemon Let's Go I remember. Oh, hi, Pikachu. Okay, thanks, Pikachu. Where is the PC? Is it like in the mart now? I think they did change something, didn't they? Nope. Am I dumb? Was it the map? What a quest. What music to find a quest for the PC. Is this a PC? This is a map. Wow, that's lovely. How do I make this look more demonic? I can't. I can just make him convulse a little bit wherever he's going. Poor Daz. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. A little gym-looking place. Dark red music. What am I saying? Red lighting. Give me the PC! Are we chilling out now? Is that music? No, there's another... Yes, there's another 10 seconds of this song. A PC in the gym? Won't let us go in. Well, alright. Thank you for that, Broken Dylan. Releasing my inner demons for a moment. It's not letting you join the Daz Discord. It should just be a link you press. Right, or like you can click, does that not work when you search it like that? It should do. I would have thought it did. It's just a link. Maybe like search it online and do it through the browser, I think. You can get your Pokemon through your bag? Are you serious? What are these Pokemon doing stuffed in my bag now? Sure about this? Like, hatching pocket? No? Am I an idiot? I could be an idiot. Oh, it's Pokemon box. Why have I got a box in my bag? What is this? What did they do to all of you? My god! Okay. Hero, you can be the Demon Lord. Because you started us. You are the result. You are the birthing child after our little escapade of finding where the PC is, and you are what we finally found at the end. A Nidoran female. I mean, my goodness. You're the cause of this all.
This is for nerds everywhere.
Zigzag Squash, thank you for the follow. That was supposed to say this is for nerds everywhere. Made by Fleming in Cell Damage, the game, who is also voiced by Charles Martinet. If you ever want to hear what Luigi sounds like saying this is for nerds everywhere, that's how he says it. There you go, that works. That link on Discord will set you all up. All the link does is bring you to the Twitch website. I don't know how you've managed to make that happen. I swear that's not what it does. It still says just chatting. I can update that. Yeah, new issues, there's no... That's right, there's also... This is where I found out there was no category image. Like, there's... Pokemon Let's Go doesn't exist. Is there a Pokemon category just on its own? Probably not, right? I don't think so. Sword and Shield, Fire Red, Go. Pokemon MMO is a thing? I didn't know this. There you go. We now have a category that doesn't have an image after all these years. Oh well. Nidoran, who are you gonna be? I haven't worked it out. Nido not needed. Sure. I am not sure. Hello, Gav in chat. Thank you for the follow. I don't know what that word means. I feel like I'm not supposed to. Oh well. Nido not needed. I'm just so needy. Nido not needy. I don't know where these names come from, man. But I tell you what, I was really looking forward to being able to find an easy way to play with the original 150 Pokemon, right? That was the whole point of this, is like the nice Generation 1. And I wanted to do the 3D games, because everyone does the 2D games. That bush is there for no real reason. A shortcut? Not even a shortcut. What is that? What's that level design? Anyway, I wanted to do it like this to have like a nice opening start rather than having all the games randomly shuffled in. But I'll probably go with that anyway next time. I'll need to sort out the DS games, which is fine. I can get that sorted soon. I can get my old DS footage to do it. But like, not fighting these Pokemon makes this so dull. I guess that's the point. It's supposed to be so accessible, but like I'm enjoying the mini adventure and seeing it, but I spent 50 quid on this. It's not the content I was hoping it would be. Only skilled trainers can pass through. You have to get to the Pokemon link. Oh, dude. How could you do this to me? That's so cruel. I think then what we're going to do is... what are you playing this on? Playing it on the Switch. Nice and available. So I think it's the only thing it can play on, right? We are going to then, in that case, move over to a GameCube game, I think. We've only got 45 minutes after the stream. Let's end on a high with a game that is really good, really functional. The best Pokemon games there are, I would argue, but I would say that because I have nostalgia for them. In that case, we will be right back. I will play some iTunes for you, and then we will go back from there. That sound good to you guys? Hopefully you can see that. Yes, you can. Jimmy JTP, thank you for the follow. I am now asleep. The game put me to sleep. Hoops. Excuse me. I also need a good moment to sort out a controller for this emulation game. Isn't that always a lovely sound? Ba-dum! I think I've almost broken it. I hope you like Simlish, because this song is entirely in Simlish. Assuming you can hear it. I think you can, yeah. It's funny, I could instantly get the game all up and sorted. It's the controller that's the only thing giving me the majorest issue. But I've got one, but it just doesn't want to function. Music's a little quiet. There you go. Turned it up a little bit on iTunes for you. Ah, I got it working. I just had to recalibrate every button press. Enjoy some Sonic Battle music while I do all that. Okay, we should be, in theory, just about set up now. The question comes down to, we're playing the two GameCube games. You know what, no, I'm just going to go straight for it. We're going to play Pokemon Colosseum. I was going to choose between XD and Colosseum. It could take us to an alternate reality where we start with Eevee if we went with XD. But I think Colosseum's got a more bombastic opening, and I haven't played it in the longest time, and it's the one that comes first. So next time we'll be able to randomly shuffle through all of them, but until then, let's play some Pokemon Colosseum. Also, if you've already gone already, Sean, JP the Cat, we'll see you later. Have a good one. And everybody else that disappeared, because I know it's getting kind of late. Now, I need a moment to turn this on, but then otherwise, let's get playing. I'm going to mute this while I try and get it up, just because it might show up on the right window and I need to make sure it works, and then we'll go from there. Bada bing. Actually, I guess I need to give you... Oh no, you're going to hear the sound of this while I sort this out, so give me a second. How's that music for you? You enjoying that? A bit different to the normal. Very loud. I'm going to turn that down in a second. I assume it's loud to everyone else, right? Or is it good? Because it's very loud to my ear. Like, holy damn. Yeah, it's looking loud on yours too. It's just, this game is incredibly loud. Oh, no, I'll do this. There we go, that makes things easier on us all, right? Oh, it looks pretty loud on your end, alright. It just maybe only helps my ears. Okay then, in that case, shuffle that like that, and then let's transition over. Wow. Here we are in the wonderful world of Pokemon with something underneath the whole screen. What is that? Is that a white bar? Why is there a white bar going on? Hold on, does that change anything? Oh, it plays the thing in the background. Okay. White bar just on my screen. Can you guys see the white bar? You can. What is it? Here's my mouse, by the way. Sorry. Ruining the immersion slightly. I might just have to deal with the white bar for a bit, because I don't know what's going on with it. Weird. While I'm here, though, I am going to, first of all, have the camera go lower on me. I don't know why. When did it move? Oh, it moved when I changed the shuffling of all this. I need to go and copy that browser. Actually, maybe we'll start this anew. In that last game of collecting Pokemon, maybe we ain't gonna count it. It was a strange practice reality that we don't really need to deal with. We don't need to worry about it. The slideshow is restarted. We're gonna start completely fresh and anew. We won't actually have a slideshow at all this time because I've only prepared for Pokemon Let's Go. But let us start anew in this format now. We're going to be tackling the entire Pokemon universe eventually. But today, for the last half hour, for the 20 minutes we've got with this game, we're going to tackle any Pokemon we can get now, but then starting every Monday next week, we're going to have all the Pokemon games available. We're going to randomly shuffle through on our adventure to get all the Pokemon in some capacity, all to be our own by the end of 2020. Well, as far as we can get. Let's have ourselves a wonderful Pokemon adventure together, shall we? Many things await us. Although I need to go and put my mouse over here to do that. Whoops, not that. To do that. And get rid of our music player. There you go, you don't have to deal with it anymore. Oh! Is that what it was? What? It's not fully sized. I need to do that. That's so strange. Interesting. And then I'll put that... Again, our alert box is below everything. Why do you do that? When did I set this up like that? There we go. That should be us all ready for these final moments, shall we? Have that all sorted. And I have to click back here. Oh, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to change that so you don't see my cursor. There you go. Now you can't see it when I wave it in front of you. Beautiful. Let us play some Pokemon Colosseum. I have not played this game. Yes? Yes. Okay, cool. I thought we had a problem there. I have not played this game in years. This is going to be a nostalgic ride. I've played Pokemon XD a million times before, but this is all new to me, and I'm very happy with it. Oops, what? Why? Oh, okay, that's what I'm looking for. Oops, where's the B button? There it is. I've got an Xbox controller, but I've rearranged it to be GameCube in design, so it's a little confusing. Excuse me. Daz shall again be our name. All of these sound effects are wah to me. I haven't downloaded the sound effects for this game, so maybe I should. Put it in the notifications, I will. Do we care about the story? I guess we technically shouldn't, but I'm going to enjoy it. There's going to be a lot of tutorials in this last little moment, I imagine. So I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the bombastic story that is probably the best Pokemon story. What a badass protagonist. What a start. Oh, imagine having a bike like that. Maybe not with that crazy amount of engine, but I love the hoverboard element. Look at that glare. Look at that smile. Oh, love this game. And I also love that it immediately gives us 2 Pokemon. It's all about double battles. Espeon and Umbreon. What a starter. I got a controller that leans. Lovely. Generation 3 is my kind of jam. So, I hold this very close to my heart. Now, we are quite limited on the Pokemon we can get, because they've got to be Shadow Pokemon. And I guess I should technically purify them if I want to actually count them as properly caught. See what we can do. Expensive bike, you're right. Oops. News travels fast, huh? Hello. I remember this. Oops. Don't want to do that. Oh, I keep pressing A. That's why. Because I'm pressing the wrong B button. I guess I just leave and he does it. Ooh. Ooh. What? What? I can't go down anymore. What is going on? Oh, I have to press left? I think my controllers have I'll guess I'll go down this way then. We're just taking our time. Taking our sweet time. Why have you recalibrated? Or something. This is going great. I'll put, some adventures, they may be long, but it's about always taking a step. No matter how slow that step is, we're going to be embodying that, There we go. I remember parts of this story. I'm hoping it works out. Because, I half know what I'm talking about, half don't. Let's fight. Generation 3 is your favorite as well, because you played Ruby first? Fair enough. Emerald was mine, and then it was Colosseum, and it was XD. The music is the best in the series. The models! 3D models in 2002! 2003? 2004? That kind of region. Even though they are a little polygonal now, I would take these way over whatever Pokemon Shield has done, It's just so good. And right off the bat, you have double battles. That's the whole premise of the game. What a kicker start. Open for way more opportunity. Look at the attack animations. This is the Pokemon I strive to want. This is why I wanted to do this whole thing in 3D. I have a bit, I have an appreciation for the 2D designs, but it has nothing on this. But I guess the latest 3D games like to take it simple. These guys, they didn't take it simple, you know? Over at Genius Sonority, I think that's their name. They, I mean, they work on the Pokemon mobile games now because I think that's what they have to. But if they ever made another 3D console game, if they did one of these for the Switch, oh, can you imagine? This is my jam. I know he just ran through the guy's legs. Technically a glitch, but looks like an animation extra twist of him actually, you know, going in between the legs rather than through it. But man, oh, this game is good, you know? You're heading off then, Broken Dylan? That's absolutely fine. Don't worry about the media share thing. That's more on me than it is on you. We'll sort it out one day. These are early streams. We've got some growing pains. You don't need to worry about it. Thank you for joining us anyway. Our protagonist just consistently has wind underneath his cape, apparently. I don't know how he does it. Magic. Why does my down go up? I didn't make it that. Maybe I did in the configurations. Well, how often do I need to go down? You know, I just won't ever go down. Just go diagonally. That'll work. Huh. And up, I think, also makes me go up, which is typical. Hello, Belgium. Hello. Where were you last when you last fatmooshed? Or I can give you an update if I know where you left off. Alright then, guys. What do you got? Whismer and Whismer. For a double battle mechanic, it sure likes throwing just the same Pokemon at us twice, don't they? I have such fond memories of just like sitting in my... Oh, wrong button. Sitting in my room with like a tiny little square TV staring at this kind of game. You know, it's just, oh. I know exactly the room. Don't remember the smell. I don't have much of a sense of smell, but like, it's just all good stuff. I really enjoy it, you know. Actually, that guy went down incredibly easily. Wow. I guess that's the point, right? Oh no, Umbreon's a little weak with the bite, I guess. Soon enough, we have to go through a little bit of tutorial, but then we'll get to see some new shadow Pokemon. And then our journey truly begins. Oh, I guess it's just we have that much friendship with Espeon. I never realized as a kid that Return was based on friendship levels. Apparently they're very good with this guy, which is good to know. He treats his Pokemon well. Nice, nice. Very good for me. I can just one-shot people for now. I'm happy. You took out my Whismer! That's impossible! We're not robbers, we're kidnappers. Nice one. Oops, sorry. Thought we were still in a cutscene for a while. Oops. B button is the X button on the Xbox. Gotta learn that. Oh, our guy's so cool, he knows how to undo a knot. And then it's time for Knock Off Misty. Why were they taking her to Fenac City? There's a thing that happens in XD that makes me think, oh, taking him to the boss who's here. I get it. We need a name for our sidekick. What do you bootleg Misty? We're calling her... Oh, that might be a bit rude. Not Musty. But, there. Mesty. Mesty will be her name. Not officially a Pokemon, but she's got a strange name like one. Mesty. My name's Mesty. Those guys did use a peculiar Pokemon. Ah, did we actually fight a Shadow Pokemon? Oh no. That would have been cool if we could have fought a Shadow Pokemon without realizing. We can escort you to the mayor. Sure, sure, sure. This is the part where we get to choose our starter. Which I don't think I even actually registered as choosing my starter as a kid, which might be an indication for bad game design. There's a cast form running around a fountain, and the guy who runs with it is apparently, I guess, was sorting out Mesty. But, yeah. Did I choose which one I wanted? I do have a list of Pokemon I want from Pokemon Colosseum. I just need to find them. Oh, hello. I just worked out why you came from this house. Cool. Finn, thank you for the follow. We are capturing all the Pokemon in Pokemon Colosseum, and later through the weeks we'll be shuffling through all sorts of other games too. Interesting. I never pieced... Oh, it's because I'm not clicked on that it's not doing it anymore. I never clicked on, like, why is he here? I never asked these questions. But I guess it's because I never had the spoiler in the first place. I never finished this game. I got to a certain point and then stopped. Basically. There we go, Colosseum. My starter choice is apparently that one. Interesting. Escade. So what? She was gonna end up here anyway. That's so interesting. I never saw the spoiler of Pokemon Colosseum or Pokemon XD, so I can't go down. Don't mind me. Can we talk about how Mesty was kidnapped in a bag? Yeah. Well, they don't have strange black vans in this world. What am I supposed to do? I thought they'd be outside. I kind of blurted through this. What do you got to say again? I know I gotta... Oops. That's the B button. Gotta remember. I promise you we'll take those. While we do so, I highly recommend you visit our stadium. Gotcha. Oh, I have to... I can't roll to the diagonals. But that's fine. Here's me running in circle, like I'm doing a loop on the controller. Doesn't like it. Interesting. Hello? Why are you doing this to me? No, it's because I pressed the wrong A button, I guess. Stadium then? Okay. There you go, I'm getting used to not going down. Yes. Nice gamer lights, thank you very much. Makes my office look a whole lot more interesting. Oh, it's these guys. Yes, it's true. Blurt it out, why don't we? Alright then, Joaquin. If I have to fight you so I can get a single third Pokemon, I shall do it. I shall do whatever means, through whatever means necessary. It's also just cool to see these Pokemon in 3D models. I mean, everyone else is used to them by now, and I mean, I am too because I played the games. I remember I always used to think, biting, how would that specifically do against a crab and a soft coughing? But obviously not actually what's relevant. But I would imagine it, and it would help me envision it, you know, because there is a specific kind of animation for everything. Okay, maybe our friendship's not that great. Also, we start at level 27. God, no wonder I love this game. I could blaze through the longer levels with ease because I'd only just started the game. Team Bold Grunt wants the battle. Yeah, right. What kind of design is that? It's cool to shave your head and wear a... like, yeah, why would they have their hair like that by choice? It's so strange. Oh man, one causes flinching, one causes confusion. These guys are powerhouses in their own little way, aren't they? Apart from that part. Halfling's a bit of a powerhouse, apparently. Never would have thought. I would have thought he was squishy. We name our Espeon an Umbreon? I just realised. We might not be able to, because they are our defaults. Alright, one more secret power on Coughing, because it's sure to wipe him out, and way over the top confusion on Corfish. You'll be joining next stream, Tiger, that's fair enough. See you in the future. Next one's tomorrow. Be a little bit more on the down low, I guess. Thank you all very much. Does anyone know if you can rename these guys? I guess if I wanted to be more tactical with this, I could move my window capture here. Be like there. Oh, it kind of bleeds into whatever's behind. Ah, I'll fix it for another time. We kind of had to improv this anyway. Don't think this is... Ooh, let me click on you. Don't think this is over. We're gonna get that snag machine back. Just you wait. Sure, sure, sure. Oh, my gallant prince. Okay. Shopping for Pokeballs. Can do. There's a lot of pieces they want us to do before I get my first Pokemon. Oh well. I'm willing to wait, I guess. It's interesting. The first Pokemon I wrote, though, was not a starter Pokemon. I remember where the Pokemon is, though. I memorize this. I assume trading won't work on an emulator, right? Like, how does this... These guys are going to be locked into this game. Which I guess we can deal with. And I might shuffle around the buttons later. Especially if I keep doing stuff like that. Pokeballs upstairs. Hope they're somewhere. Hello. Katsuma Gaming, thank you for the follow. Am I dumb? This is the mart, right? Do I know type matchups? I do. But like they get a little obscure on the second half, so kind of. I've played the games, not great at them. We're just here on the long haul. If we play long enough, we'll capture every Pokemon. Not here to be the best battle guy. Like, what? That's the only two. There's no other marts here, right? Unless you've got a whole nother section to you. No, you don't. Am I a dumb? Can you tell me some answers? No, because you're downwards. Oh, they have Pokemon merchandise. That's cool. Mikey K, thank you for the follow. Interesting how you all come in. You come in waves. How does that work? Oh. I gotta go back, huh? Alright. Well, good to know I did actually have to read stuff. In a time where I don't really want to be reading. I'll make it work. Now, if there is no more events in Outskirts, we might have to end it there. It's just about... Oh no, it's not. I was looking at the timer of my stream, which is 15 minutes early. Never mind, we got a whole another 15 minutes. Let's get these Pokemon. Use the snag machine to capture the Pokemon. I knew that. We've got the snag machine. It's... We need Pokeballs. You don't get Pokeballs, I believe. You do? You need Pokeballs to do it still, but you take it just off people. I'm pretty sure. I saw your new video and my notification came to see Twitch. Well, thank you very much, Mikey. I appreciate the support. Or Mikey Key. I appreciate it. You've caught us right on the tail end of it, but that's absolutely fine. There will be VODs and everything else. And you've probably heard about the streaming schedule, so there'll be loads of options for you to have through the rest of 2020. So do look forward to that. I think well, sure, I guess I'll buy more if that's all we're here for. Yeah. Oh. What? I can only get 2? You only have 2? Why is going... Oh, because down means up. That makes sense. Excuse me. 16. There we go. I'll take all the great balls. I'm not the best battler. I'll just chuck in balls. All I know what to do. If I can even get this controller to work. What if you were a normal Pokemon trainer and there are no wild Pokemon in your area? Well, that's kind of this game. There is no wild Pokemon in this game. There are 3 or 9 wild Pokemon in Pokemon XD. It's very unique, but you have to take them off the trainers themselves. That's how it works. A lot of scary men came by. Ooh, oh, I can't tell when it's a cutscene and when it's not. I can't just mash A and B to get through this. Thank you, anyway. Alright. Let us look around. Right? No. We just go to the mayor? Okay. Waiting for the guy at that door. He's got the guys we need. And Makuhita might be here. Hi! Mirabee! Oh, it's been a while. Oof, your polygons are worse than I remember. We're not at liberty to keep our lady friend at liberty. Ooh, hello. Oh, yeah, there's 3 of them. Is the 3rd one green? I guess he's kind of a green. Maybe that's never why I never... No, he's supposed to be... Yeah. Oh, he is. Yeah, okay, I was looking at his boots. Those are our choices of starters. Based on the colour of their shirts and their onesies, or whatever they're supposed to be, outfits. I never picked up on that. So I always ended up with the same one, I think. You only get to pick one. The others disappear. Or I guess the others show up later? I have no idea how it works. But yeah, that's so obvious. How did I never click that? Alright, Foley. I believe you have a Makuhita I'm interested in. You're right, this isn't Pokemon Let's Go. I can change this over. Does this one have a category? This would be wonderful if it does. It means that even Twitch acknowledges, oh yeah, Pokemon Colosseum. That's the good stuff. There you go, and I'll shorten the title too. Alright, I need to click back on. For the final moments, let's go and tackle everything real quick. Get things going. The series has had a bit of a bumpy start, and it's only getting a fraction of progress this time. But next time, we are on it. I have this Pokemon itch. I need to scratch it. I know what it's like to be itchy. Eczema. Established this like earlier this stream. Ugh. Weird that Colosseum has a Twitch picture but not Let's Go. Yeah. I don't know. They just never update. They didn't care when it came out, so they never updated it. I don't know what they were thinking. What was going on in their minds? Nothing makes sense to me. Thank you. Thank you for the neon, about the comment on the neon lights, kitty cat. Now on a nice smooth glow, so I don't need to worry what color it is. It's just constantly going and doing its thing. Makes things way more interesting for me, considering I live in here. Beautiful. See you next time, fellow Belgium, if you are heading off. Unless you're saying it to someone else. In which case, goodbye to them. Okay. Umbreon, and Espeon. Almost done. Dark is good against Ghosts, I believe, from what I learned from this game or something, and Psychic against Bug. That's not true. They're just both good against fighting, because that's Fears, which I only learned last year. Hey, it works! Why does Psychic work against Bug? Did you just lift them up? Or is it a normal Bug type, and Psychic's good against normal? I don't know. I always used to think of things literally as a kid, so that's how I remember it. Hello, Makuhita. Daz, it's that one! That Pokemon! Those jerks captured me because I saw that Pokemon. I can see a black aura coming from it. They must have done something to that Pokemon. It punches you. Daz, be careful. This Pokemon isn't afraid to attack people. I know, Daz. I hate to say this, but there's no other choice. Get that Pokemon back from the bad guys. Please, you have to. You can. Actually, only you can do it. Psychic is good against poison. Interesting. Why? That similarly don't make a lot of sense to me, you know? Normal against fighting? Fine by me, because I don't want to do crazy... Psychic's good against fighting, and I don't want to do too much damage. Is basically my logic here. Psychic against Dark. What's that? Normal, okay. Secret power! Okay. I want to drag you out quite slow. Well, I could probably just throw a Great Ball and it'll work now. We need a name for our Makuhita. What works for our very first Pokemon that we do have to keep and evolve? That's new too. Let's see here. I went the wrong way. Give you a Great Ball. You're a great man. I like your design. If you don't work, I will give a Reflect. I don't know if that will do anything good for us, but we'll try it. What's my favorite evolution? Has to be Jolteon. I love Jolteon. Love the yellow. Love the electric. Just all of it is... Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I keep saying I appreciate it. I do. I always do. But man, I need to find something new to say on a follow, don't I? Oh, we didn't get to name Makuhita? That's fine. We did it. We snagged them. Get all of them back from the bad guys. That is the plot. Somehow I went down then. Magical. Okay. Now we get to choose our starter. And the one I've chosen is not Bayleaf. Which is that one there. Generation 3 starters. Mwah. Love them. It is not Quilava either. Or Cyndaquil, I guess. Would be more accurate. It is... so I guess the other one's Chikorita, not Bayleaf. I just remember it as Bayleaf. No, it is. It's their second version, isn't it? It is Totodile. Except we don't get Totodile. We get the second evolution. This game always does something weird. I like it, though. This is the one. Ooh, I don't remember that animation. Bluno. Does he have one called Yelno and Reno? Croconor. That is our starter of choice. Okay. Poison is Psychic's good against poison, so I would deal with that. We're gonna just keep secret powering the Pokemon we actually want. Oh no, that's... Okay, yeah. Psychic good against... You said poison, though, didn't you? Not bug. Even still, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know. We're learning, I guess, as we go through this series. You guys give me directions on the right typings. And that does so little damage. I don't know why. Purpose of hidden power. Not too bad. Baba! I gotta figure you'll probably get caught in a Great Ball immediately too. I'll try it. Not my defense. Okay. Music's so good. As I did a little burp there and I could hear the game get louder in my ear for a moment as it popped. Fun. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. I'll work out a name for him in the future. Like this electric guitar's just going on his own little solo. You know, I can sing. I can hit the notes. We learned this from my genetics earlier today. Just not in this context. Not those kind of notes. Name him Taco? Sure. Taco the Croconaw. I like that. And then Spoink, you can get out of here. Can't use the same road twice due to torment. Interesting. Take on that then. You're a fast one, Espeon. Man, I can't believe you remember that move. Those were the ancient days. It was what? 2017? 2018? 2018. January 2018. Yikes. No, it wasn't. That was Super Mario Galaxy 1. Super Mario Galaxy 2 was like 2015. Anyway. You're tough. Trudy and Foley can be blamed. So cool the way the music just sort of just Neko, but man, I like it. Pokemon that we turned into a fighting machine by artificially closing the door to his heart. I can name them once they're purified. Right, yes. Knowing that's not going to help. Okay. I like it. They say if any Pokemon closes the door to its heart, it can be gradually reopened by battling together with it. Daz, let's go. Those guys are probably heading for Pirate Town. After all, it was in Pyrite that they captured me. Alright, well, either way, we personally are going to call it a day there. Is this where I save? Where do I save? Does it save automatically? I don't know if I want to trust that, you know? I save over at the PC. I think that's my case. That's the mart, which won't help me. We'll work it out. But yes, that is us done for today's stream. It's not very much far into the Pokemon series, but I'll keep grinding at this. I'm going to make this a thing eventually and enjoy myself. That's what this is all about, you know? I've had a craving for Pokemon for such a long time. I am now defeated by having to go down again. There we go. Sorry, you left for 3 hours? Don't worry about it, some weird flower. You're absolutely fine. A little bit weird. As is your name. Imagine it will save, right? I have to have a construction lot. That's not at all where we need to go. Oh, I like how Mesty's holding her ears. That's cool. Oh, that might just be the start button. Nope. Minus button. Whoops. Daz has emails apparently. I don't know. I'll look through everything just to be sure. Croconaw has a thing. Hello. This down button really kind of giving me a hard time. Mystic Water. Oh, makes water moves stronger probably. I'm sure I'll forget it tomorrow, so that was a bad idea. Can't do much about it now. Snag list. Oh, lovely. Love it. Oops. And then emails. Anything good? No. No. Did I change my alert to? Oh, it doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Items. Is there a save button in the items? There's not going to be. But I can dream. No. Alright, I'll assume it's saved. Thank you for joining me up to this point. We will be streaming again tomorrow, a little more secretly. There's not an upload to say it. We're going to be playing a modded game, a modded stream. I did say Bethesda in the video that I announced. It's actually not going to be Bethesda. It's going to be a zombie game that I've been meaning to play, but it's going to be completely destroyed with mods along the way. We're going to have some fun with it. So thank you for joining me this far, and we will resume in the future. For now, My name's been Daz. You didn't really care, and I'll see you in a bit. Hey look, we actually got an ending stream scene now. Thanks for joining, guys.